Is Hollywood Live today. I'm Aaron Michael Sanchez. We got Jess over there. We got a lot of things going on. We got there's just so much. And I got Jess over there. What's going on, Jess?
Good morning. Oh my God. I don't know about where you lived, but it felt like there was a war going on outside. Massive explosions. I could not figure it out until my wife told me.
Wait, you're like, oh, okay, hold up. First of all, I'd be like, are you in Israel? Are you in Ukraine? Are you in
I
the
right?
other areas that are all bombing each other? What do you mean? What is going on?
Yes. So apparently the Dodgers won the World Series last night.
Okay, wait. So you mean yesterday, not today? Like it
Oh
didn't
yeah.
happen today, it happened yesterday.
Yeah, it happened last night. I was just like, I'm sitting outside and all I hear are explosions. I'm like, pew, pew, car alarms going off. I'm like, what the heck is happening? What? It's not 4th of July.
Right,
Until
of
until
course.
my wife called me and she was like, "Oh yeah, the Dodgers won." I was like, "Oh, that explains all the yelling."
Right, of course. Okay, yeah, I did hear that all of a sudden, and it was like boom, 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 boom. And I've had let's just put it this way: my mother is now out of the hospital. She went in the hospital this weekend, means Saturday, Sunday, and we were there the whole week. So I've been dealing with that. I've been dealing with that and La Femme, and I was not able to attend La Femme. So to all those that did go, I appreciate you. All those that we interview, I did not get to meet any of you because I did not. I was at the hospital the whole weekend. So, but my mother is home, thank God, and so I've been dealing with that. She did want to watch Dodgers all the way through, but she was in the hospital a lot of the time. And then she finally came home yesterday, and then I had to go and come back, and so I did not get to watch the game where now they are the champs. So I'm going to say something. I was wrong last when we talked, and that went so quick because we talked about it last week, and I said they're not ready, they're not ready, they're not ready, and they were ready. They delivered really quick. Yankees, I don't even know what happened there. So, but there you go. So that's the answer. We have you guys on social media. We appreciate you. Look at this. We got Stephanie. There, Stephanie. All right. Says hello. Awesome. And that's right. It is yeah, that time of season. And who knew, right? So there you go. We got Applebee's coming up. We may even have another. I'm not sure. They may be with us or not, and we'll join them at the half hour mark, but we're not sure, but we'll see. Okay. And pretty interesting stuff. So something you're going to want to see. So thank you, Steph, and thank you for making it with us all the time. Yes, we're back. We're back, and we're hoping that we have it forever. So there you go. Thank you, Steph. But yeah, so my mother's fine for those asking, and but the Dodgers won in a big way, and that was really big. So there you go. So and that was quick, right, Jess?
You talk about the game wise?
Yeah, like how they won. I mean, because when you think about it, I really thought. Here's what I thought last week: Yankees is always they're ready. Um, but Dodgers went heavy, quick, and when I saw the first game, I go ooh ooh ooh. But they went quick, and they went like I saw somebody got injured, right? So you go okay. But Yankees usually bring it. So I thought really in my head it would go all the way to at least 7 games, right? The best out of 7, right? I really thought that. I really thought that. But in a way, it was almost a shutout, almost, except that Yankees won 1 game. But man, you go Dodgers. I didn't even know they were that strong. I'm not gonna lie, I've not been able to see, honestly, until World Series, any of the games, like all the way through. And honestly, even the first game, I had to hear it. Oh, that's when we were at the hospital. That's right. The day the game came out, we had to go to the hospital and I had to hear it on the radio. Okay. So I was like, I'm not there. What happened? What happened? What happened? And then they were talking about all night because I was up all night till like past midnight, really like 3 or 4 in the morning. I'm like, people are still talking about it 4 o'clock in the morning on the radio. Yeah. And it wasn't our radio, it was a radio in LA. So shout out to radio in LA, which is technically the family of us because they're ESPN radio. So I could say, hey, I was listening to ESPN radio in LA. And there you go. And that's the answer. So, but it was really good. And they were really talking about, the glove of the first game. I don't know if you remember that, but in the first game, there was one where they call it interference because he reached over with the glove, But then I go, oh, fast forward where they they he just kind of reached for it. He didn't literally grab it out of like, the hand of when you catch it, So you go, wow, you guys are that. So in a way, I think that's probably the talk of like, could that have changed the game or not? Because either way, the Dodgers brought it. So what I said last week, I have to take back. And I'm in LA and I'm a Dodger fan. I just thought for some reason, I know Yankees are very strong usually. And Yankees, I don't know what happened there. So there you go. That's the answer. But there you go. Pretty interesting, huh?
Oh yeah, I don't watch too many games, but I see like clips and stuff like that. And I think the last clip I saw was um one of the Dodgers, he was reaching for the ball and two people from the Yankee side was like trying to fish it out of his hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, did not look good. Even I think they were banned from the next game, which was the winning game.
Yeah.
So tough luck for them.
Yeah. Yeah. And at some games they actually have tracking. Did you know that? They have tracking. Yeah, they have tracking. So there you go. All right. Other than that, pretty much that's it. Oh, by the way, we're in obviously Hollywood, so welcome to Hollywood Live today. I know we're talking sports or like that, so not entertainment related, but in a way it is when you think about it, because there are sports. Are there any sports? Oh, there is one. There is one. It's not baseball, though. There's probably a couple. We need to go back to that. I'm thinking like Charlie Sheen. Do you remember that? Minor League and all that. Do you remember that? Yes.
I think the movie's called Major League. But
yes.
The only sports movies that count for me is 1, Angels in the Outfield, and 2, The Sandlot. That's it.
It's actually a good movie. Yeah, Sandlot. I remember that. Yeah, for me, when I was younger, there were some where like there's one. It was good. He was like only one-handed, and he learned how to play baseball. That was based on a true story. Did you know that? He actually didn't have his other hand. He had more like an appendage, and he was so quick. He would catch the ball with one hand, and then in order to throw it, he had to do this trick where he kind of I don't even know how he did it. He put it under his arm, the glove, got the ball, and then threw it. All with one hand. Did you know that? It's a movie. It's a really good movie.
I did not know that.
He's a real player. Yeah.
Wow.
He had to compete with the big boys, they say. And I'm like, whoa. So there was that one. And then there was the one with, what's his name? And he hit it out of the park. That big, like at the end. And there's Field of Dreams. So there you go. But there's a golf one out with Dennis Quaid and someone I actually went to school with in kindergarten and actually middle school, they call it. And that's really good. I've not seen it all the way through, but it really started off really, really good. And that's on Netflix about golf. Which you go, that's a sport movie. So there you go. I don't know if you know any other sport movies that people should watch. Do you?
The only golf movie I can recall is Happy Gilmore.
Okay.
I really don't. Oh wait, no, wait. There's a movie called Tin Cup. That was pretty good.
What's Tin Cup about?
All I know is it has golf in it. I can't remember exactly.
Okay. That makes sense. Well, back to, because I could never remember his name because he changed his name. He's known as Jay Hernandez. Okay. Jay Hernandez and I went to school together. Okay. And I didn't know he was an actor. He didn't know I was an actor. But he goes by Jay, but I don't know him as Jay. I know him as another name, but I don't know if he wants it out there. So I'm like, oh, so there you go. But yeah, I went to school with him in kindergarten and beyond. He'd be like, who are you? Because I went by a different name, Aaron Forrest. I was not Aaron Sanchez. So if you knew me, I was an Aaron Forrest. You go, why a Forrest? It's not a thing. My father, which is really my stepfather, changed his name from Trask to Forrest. So everyone in school knows me as Aaron Forrest up to a point. Then at a certain point, they said, well, you cannot use that because you have to use your legal name, because that was not my legal name. I thought it was my legal name, but they didn't change my name legally. So it was technically Aaron Sanchez. But in school for a while, I just said, no, I'm Aaron Forrest. And they just took it as that. So I'm kind of lost in the system, I think, which is actually good and probably bad. But there you go. So there you go. Because they allow that until they tell you you're really not supposed to do that. You go, oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. But, I just went with what my father but he didn't do it legally on me. He did it legally on him and my mother, and that's it. But not me, because technically I was under my father, who was a Sanchez. Does that make sense? Otherwise, it'd be Aaron Forrest the whole time. So
I wish you could have kept Forrest. This way I can say, run, Forrest, run.
I heard that growing up when Forrest. Yeah, and I hated that too. So, and it was double R, not one R. So it was a pain in the butt. One of those I go, but you wouldn't know what I am because no one knew what I was. Like, they go, oh, we know you're obviously from Mexico. I go, not from Mexico. I actually was, my family probably is from Mexico, but I'm not from Mexico. I'm actually like here. Sorry about that. But there's Jess. He does a lot of things. Probably Applebee's coming up next. Yeah, he's ready to go. Yeah, that's what Jess does. And if you're joining us on the radio, we know a lot of you are, so you just let us know. What? I'm on air? You're always on air. You're always on air. But on the radio, Jess is doing things behind this, I would say in the booth. But he's really at another location in our location. So I'd like to put you on blast there, Jess. Sorry, I hit the wrong. I am doing everything behind the scenes. Anyway, the point is this. Movies, by the way, Hollywood. That's what we're about. Hollywood. Okay. Hollywood live today. The question is this, Jess. What is out there that we want to see? Oh. And I'm not gonna lie. I saw a little, not a lot, because I kind of came in the middle to the end of a movie, which I go, why? But I go, all right. Where is it going? And I'm talking about Venom. Is it worth it to see Venom?
I think so. I mean, I never expected, if you watch the first two, you'll know how, it's not super comic accurate, but you know what? This third one, I enjoyed it. It was fun.
Okay. And I will say this. I came in the middle to the end. I said, I got to see it from the beginning. So I'm not going to lie. I'm not about it. I'm just not. And here's why. All right. It's in the title and everyone knows going in. That's why I say, oh, why did you do that? But I think they come back. But I've said this before and they don't come back. You go, why do they not come back? It's in the title. And I think they changed the title because there's a couple titles out there and I think they changed it. Right. Because I was listening to someone talking saying, no, yeah, but they said it wrong. Like, that's not the title. And I wanted to say, but I kept quiet. There were a couple of titles I think they came out with and they changed it right at the end. And I think it was the dumbest thing ever because no one wants to know about the last anything. Like if I go, it's the last show it's not. We have many more coming. But if you go, it's the last show. Do I want to be there? Do I want to be depressed? Why is it the last? Are you not going to be here anymore? Like my mother, if I said it's the last time, you go, is she? And I found out somebody else just had a heart attack, Jess, and they're neighbors. And oddly enough, out of a strange coincidence, I was sitting there in the hospital, like parking, just waiting and praying, going, what am I going to do? And then right next to me pulled up a neighbor's wife. And I was like, and the neighbor's wife was like, he had a heart attack. Isn't it weird that we're like at right here? Like, what is that about? And she goes, and I said, oh, my mother's here. Your mother's here. But she was really like about, but he had a heart attack. He's young. He's like probably younger than you, Jess, or maybe a little older. But he's so nice. And you go, how do you have a heart attack? So he's in the hospital. So what do you do with that? I don't even know. So he's in the hospital, Jess. And that's so be careful. I don't know what caused it. I just don't know. Okay. Because my mother was in the hospital and he was in the hospital. We're neighbors. It was so weird. One of those weird moments of all the people in the area. What are the chances that you would right next to me? Isn't that weird? Like, and like people are like, that's not weird. I go, that's weird. What a cool, I don't even know what you call that. Right. But anyway, there you go. So that's the answer. Oh, we have a recommendation. Here it is. Steph says this. I seen Wizards of Waverly. It's back with the new series on Disney Plus. That's good. We're about, you know what? Okay. I've been doing something and I'm not going to lie. It's pretty awesome. Okay. It's pretty awesome. And here it is. And a lot of people don't know this. Sometimes at stores, they have Disney on and you go, ooh. But what I want is really like people to kind of join together and then watch like a show. So what they have been seeing, what is that show, Jess? It's a new show. It's Marvel. but they're like magical, right?
Oh, you're talking about Agatha all along.
Yes. So they were watching Agatha, and I'm not gonna lie, I came in and I don't even know what I'm like watching, but they have it on the screen and they had it like in like super definition. I don't even know what like, but super. And I was like, I don't like super definition because it's just so it gets like I'm like it just doesn't it looks so real. I see all the effects and it just takes it away from me. So I like it when like they have less. They call it definition, ultra definition, high definition, all of that. But dumb it down, then it looks good. That's the answer. So anyway, but I saw a little of it and I said, "Ooh!" But it was just like 1-2 people watching it, and then I was like, "Ooh!" And then another one they had Supernatural on in super definition. I'm not gonna lie, it looked like a new show, and that was about that. And it was a season probably 6 or 7, and I was like, "Ooh!" So if you get to watch Supernatural in super definition, right? Do that. Okay, do that because it looks like a whole other show. They really did good. But you'll see the effects. You go, oh, there's something about like depth that you go, it's just you'll know when you're in super definition. Anyway, they had this, and I think they should get people together on certain premieres and certain episodes because they were watching like the whole time. I could have probably stolen something from the store. They were that on Agatha. So and they're guys, and they're from a comic shop. So if comic people tell you that they're in it, they've been seeing it all the way through because they were in it last week and the week before, I think. But I'm like, I only see a little because I'm like, what comic do I want to see? And there you go. And that's the answer. Because I'm doing research because I have so many answers now. So many answers because everyone knows I'm doing a comic. But I have so many answers. Oh, and I have an artist that I'm working with. Awesome. He doesn't know I'm working with him, but I'm working with him. And so, yeah, so we'll see what that comes out to. But anyway, Steph, we love you. Thank you. Keep posting. Share. Get your friends. And we got Applebee's coming up next right after this. Stay tuned.
Take KME. As the sun rises on a new NFL season, it shines on the newest franchise in the league, Applebee's Grill and Bar. They're out to create a dynasty, but to do that, you need to train. To serve the best, you need to recruit the best. Starting with a franchise quarterback turned franchise server to lead this team one table at a time, Brock Purdy, or as we like to call him, Mr. Relevant.
The Applebee's system it's like a whole nother language.
50-cent boneless wings on 2. Ready? Break.
You know, you got to come in and study it. And when you spent your whole life throwing spirals, it's a bit of an adjustment to start serving.
Yes, this new partnership with the NFL has been really interesting. We've been trying to work through some issues.
Thank you.
Thank you.
With service taken care of, next up is fast-paced delivery, and few are as explosive as Saquon Barkley.
New teammates, new playbook, new organization. I have something to prove this year.
A rushing superstar that can't be touched, like a spicy plate of boneless wings.
Oh, excuse me. You forgot our wings. Saquon, I don't know, he's getting the hang of it. Only time will tell.
And there's no point in adding the right talent without the right leadership.
We're more than servers. Feel the energy coursing through your veins.
Which is why Applebee's brought in Coach Dan Campbell to take the coveted role of assistant shift manager.
Now that I'm on this team, we're going to have a different level of production. I move faster than that.
Bringing a level of intensity that is as inspiring as it is feared.
I'm all about friendly competition in the workplace.
Anything else?
I'm coming for you, Craig. Next month, this is my wall. We're going to be working 7 days a week. But yeah, we're about to turn this thing up.
The ingredients for a successful season are now on the table. But just like an appetizer, this season is just getting started. On the next pre-seasoning, team dynamics take a turn thanks to a new prospect.
Today, we stand on the brink of greatness.
Old habits die hard,
Hey, Brock.
and not everyone loves the boneless wings.
So fast, make it Applebee's tonight.
That's right. It is Applebee's, and we got a lot. There's so much going on. Applebee's. Bill, what's going on?
Good morning, Aaron, Jesse, and all the KMT listeners. Yeah, we have some good news on those Rams. Those Rams, of course, the Dodgers won the World Series yesterday, and that's a wonderful thing. But at KMT, we sponsor the Rams every Sunday or every whatever game, whatever day it is. And the Rams are on a 2-game winning streak. That means we've been handing out a lot of double KMET discounts. Every day is 10% off all regularly priced items, but when the Rams win, we make it 20% off all regularly priced items all week long until the next game. So that's 2 weeks we've been doing that, and they play the Seahawks this Sunday, so let's see if we can keep it going 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah, and by the way, it's still up. You can still win a trip to Super Bowl, so it's all happening. Again, you got to spend to in a way win. You spend $10 or more in a single transaction, you earn 10 entry towards a chance to win a trip for 2 to Super Bowl. So that's a good trip. That's a good trip. It would be great if that came from our area. You know what I mean? That'd be, So, but the special is only in where?
The special is only in the Beaumont Banning Applebee's at 1585 East 6th Street. That's the Highland Springs exit of the 10 freeway.
Yeah, you got it. So that's it. And then, there you go. So, but everywhere else, they still have specials. And I'm looking at the online version. I'm with the app, and it says for today only. So it may not be available, but this is everywhere. You just got to go through the app. They do use a third party. And I get that now because I didn't know this, but one of the places where I order pizza, they use a third party, so they just don't tell you they do. And you go, no wonder you charge more. But anyway, so here it is. Free boneless wings with a $40 online order. That's today only. But you have to apply the code SCARY24 at checkout. You have to put that in. This offer is valid on Applebee's.com and mobile app orders only. It says for a limited time at participating locations. So not all locations, because locations are different everywhere, right?
Absolutely. And when you go online and you pick your Applebee's, it will definitely have all the details and all the specials that particular Applebee's is running. I'm pretty sure Applebee's in Beaumont is definitely doing that Halloween special. Free boneless wings for a $40 order, and that's a pretty good deal. I don't always hear about these online orders until you tell me. And
you're like, oh, good to know.
Good to know, and we will be ready for it. It doesn't look any different on our side when it comes across the computer. It just says make this order, and we make that order.
Yeah, like limited time only. Today's the last day of a lot of things, by the way. But if you look at that steak right there, man, oh man, oh, it looks good. And then you have the zombie. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, the zombie. It's our October special, but actually good until this Sunday. So you can get that $1 zombie through this Sunday. So you've still got this weekend, and please take advantage of that. And the $5 Boo Lagoon, which is a bigger drink, but very good value price at that. It's the Boo Lagoon. No tricks, just a tropical treat with 2 rums featuring Bacardi Rum and Malibu Coconut, the Curacao pineapple juice. Got 3 cherries on top, and it's a delicious drink for only $5. A mucho drink.
Anything pineapple or coconut, or that one had. Okay, and if you're not about alcohol, you also have stuff for the people that do not drink alcohol, because Jess does not drink alcohol, right, Jess?
No, I do not drink alcohol. Let's just say it turns me into a wholly different person. So let's not feed the beast.
We are featuring strawberry poppin' candy. It's just like those Pop Rocks when we were kids. I don't know. Do they still do that for the kids today? But they do at Applebee's. We've got poppin' candy that goes in our strawberry drink, and it's a nice drink for non-alcoholic drinkers.
Well, that's good. And drink responsibly. All right, drink responsibly. Anyway, well, we're out of time. We appreciate you. Thank you so very much for joining us. Again, how do we find you?
We're at 1585 East 6th Street. That's the Highland Springs exit of the 10 freeway. It's where Beaumont and Banning come together.
All right, Applebee's. Well, we appreciate you. Thank you so very much. We'll see you around the corner.
See you down at Applebee's.
All right, I'll be right back right after this.
Previously on Pre-Seasoning.
You got to be able to ask people to do things that it gets done. Hey, Joel! Joel!
The new recruits are still finding their feet, but busy tables wait for no one. And to add to it, a new prospect, has joined the team. Sourdough. The team has raised the bar and grill.
Okay.
But anything can change in the blink of an eye. Not to mention, his clearing is unconventional.
Hey, no.
So many red flags. Tough decisions had to be made.
It's a little awkward.
The intentions are right, but
I'm not going to put any blame on anyone.
You got to do your best every day, every minute, every second.
Because there's no room for subpar service in this franchise.
This is about being a manager. You got to be able to listen. That's what we demand here.
On the next Pre-Seasoning.
The fastest hour in radio, Las Vegas's Checkered Flag Report, Fridays at 1 p.m. on KMET.
Do you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS or state? Did you miss sending out a prior year tax return? The IRS is out to collect now more than ever, and they'll use any means necessary. They legally can and will garnish your wages, take your money, and even seize your property. If you're behind on your taxes, call the Tax Relief Hotline right now at 951-224-9000. That's 951-224-9000. 951-224-9000. You can legally get your tax debt under control, and in many cases, get the breathing room you need. Garnished wages, property seizures, bank levies can stop immediately, but you have to call. Many of our specialists are IRS enrolled agents. They know the system and how to make it work for you. Don't wait for the IRS to come down on you. Act now so you can get your tax debt under control. Call the Riverside office today for free info at 951-224-9000. That's 951-224-9000. 951-224-9000.
That's right. It's Hollywood Live today. We got a lot of things. Again, Applebee's, we appreciate you. We know there's a lot of things, and a lot of people are going, wait, what? There's what? And Rams. Okay, Rams. It's not on the some of you connect no matter what, and we appreciate you on the app. And I honestly don't, I'm not going to lie, because I know the Rams, when they're on broadcast, so we don't have the rights to stream it. So there is that. But when we stream Rams via radio, we stream other things. And there's a lot of things on 24/7, right, Jess?
Oh, yeah. This station runs 24/7.
Yeah. So, yeah, there's a lot of things when the Rams are on our streaming device. So if you ever get like, but I want the Rams on my device, we just don't have the rights for that. I wish we did, but we don't. So, but we do on radio. So there you go. That's why we have Applebee's local doing the local for local, but not for you guys everywhere. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense, because people get a little confused on that. And I go, well, it's different. We don't have the rights, so we stream other things on the app, just so you know. But there you go. So we always have something on. And when you think about it, that's more content no matter what. So You may be like, well, Rams are on, so let me see what else is on the streaming device. But there you go. That's the answer. So other games that we have can be on because we have the rights, but because it's really licensing. So you got to be careful of that. That's all I'm going to say about that. All right, Jess, what else is out?
Okay, so let's go back to Venom. You were sad because it says The Last Dance, correct? And you only saw a small portion of it?
Well, again, and see, you just called it The Last Dance, right? And then they say on this, till death do they part, right? I go, come on, people. It's already out. It's playing in IMAX. So you kind of already know the answer. But I'm sorry, what was the question?
Oh, no. Did you really think that it was going to be the end of those two?
Okay, thank you. But it's weird that you just said that because, again, spoiler, it's kind of in the title. It kind of gets there. You kind of know where it's going, but you don't need to know how. That's why you want to watch it.
Yes.
But go ahead and say what you want to say, Jess, without any spoilers.
Yes, I am not
on the
going to
show.
say. I am not going to say anything about anything like what's happening, but
which is still dead, dude. It's right there in the title. I mean,
they
seriously.
call it The Last Dance because it's the end of the trilogy that they already have planned.
Is
out.
it?
It's
Is it? Again, no spoilers. Why would it be the end, Jess?
Because that's the end of their current story. It can continue with what they have planned. Trust me, if you watch the movie, they have stuff planned. This is just their dance together.
Is it? I'm telling you, man. You're giving I'm telling you, it's right there. You go. I knew it was going to get there. What movie do you already know the end of? I'll tell you, Venom. You already know. You already know. And if the numbers are down, is because it's in the title. You kind of like, we don't want to know that. And I'm not going to lie. Venom has a story forever because he's ever. And that's the answer. Plus, I'm not going to lie. There's some pretty cool, like, other in this that I go, I didn't even know they were a thing. So you're going to want to watch. I want to watch it in IMAX. All right. That's the answer. I want to watch it in IMAX. It's already out. All right.
It's a fun movie. I like seeing Tom Hardy scream. He screams like a girl. There's a couple scenes where he does
the
that.
horse. Can we have more of the horse?
The horse, that was a funny scene.
Horse.
Obviously there's some flaws with the movie. There's some scenes where they could have cut and just gotten rid of it. But you know what? Overall, I enjoyed the movie compared
I think
to
the effects were a little like, what happened there?
You talk about like less Venom, or
there was just less. Like, I don't like the effects of Venom. I'm not gonna lie. I think they could have done better. I think they went.
Yeah, they probably. I think the effects were better in the second Venom movie with Carnage.
I like the first. Oh, I get what you mean. Carnage. Yeah. I get that. There's just something about when he goes over him. They have this like I don't know. I'm doing art stuff, so I'm kind of maybe I'm getting to like a way I don't want to be. A little critical. I don't want to be critical. Help me. So I'm not critical, Jess. Help me.
Don't be critical. It's just a movie. It's not real.
It is real. It is real.
But you know what? When I compare it to the other Sony movies that they've made, like Morbius or Madam Web, oh my God, I could not stand those movies. At least this one, I found it entertaining. I was smiling. I was laughing.
Yeah.
I held my breath at the end.
Yeah. I get that. Well, look, whatever, that's the answer. It's out. Go see it. And that's the answer. See it while you can. All right. See it while you can. That's the answer. All right. Well, there you go. It's in the title. It really is, but that's all I'm going to say about that. All right. And now, as far as the movies, if you're not about Venom, is there anything else to see, Jess?
If you can find Transformers 1, I'm going to say it again. Watch it in theater. I finally finished it. I love that movie. It's amazing.
Yeah.
You didn't hype it up enough for me, though.
well, and I didn't want to. Right? But and I'm not gonna lie. When I saw the poster, I think you hyped it up for me. But when I saw it, I was like, "Oh, the kids are not about that." And I'm not gonna lie. I saw it somewhere else, and the kids were not about that. I'm not gonna lie. It's like, oh wow, because the kids are just not about that. Because it how do I say this? It goes really like it's the opposite of Venom. Venom, you go, ooh, they're a good team, right? But he really does end him a lot when you think about it, because he really does. It's really about like what happens when you let a Venom or any one of those, take hold of you, and then they ruin your life. That's the answer. They ruin your life. Because in the third one, you kind of get how his life is ruined, right? Because he says, don't eat people. Venom does what Venom does. He goes, I eat people. And that's the answer. So it goes a little that way. But in Transformers, it's the opposite. It starts off really good, and then it goes really bad really quick. And you go, oh, and the kids are not about that because it's really a kid movie. But I will say this. I think I saw a poster and I said, ooh, I think they're going with something really big, and it's really amazing. And I think it's really big. I'm holding on to something I want to let go of, Jess, and I do want to let go of it. I discovered it. I said, oh, you want it, but you don't, but you do, and you do. Especially like Steph. You know how Steph is on, and she usually like she goes, wait, what? If she finds this, Jess, she's gonna want it, okay? And it's something you're gonna say, I didn't know they could do it, but it makes sense that they're doing it. All right. It's something that I can't even I don't want to, and I do want to.
Okay,
but I don't.
Now you got to tell me because I'm curious now.
I don't want anyone to take I don't want it's not ready, and it is ready. It is ready, but it's not. Okay. We talk about movies, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ask me if it's wise to talk about it because I really don't want it out there.
Why isn't it wise to talk about it?
Just say, is it wise?
Is it wise?
It is when it is, but is it? And the answer is it is. But is it? And here it is. I'm going to say it because I discovered it right away. And I've been looking at it because I go, ooh, I wonder. Now, everyone knows that I know people in the industry. And I do, but they want a lot of money. Okay. Now, if you don't have money, can you do it with not a lot? The answer, you can. But there's something out, and we don't have any video ready to go. But if I showed it to you, you'd say, wait, what? So look up. This is for everyone. This is like a first, okay? Because I discovered it, and I'm gonna put out this because he's on YouTube, and he came up on my YouTube, and I said, because YouTube knows when you're looking at stuff, okay? Now everything's about AI right now. Everything's about you can make a picture from AI. You could do a movie from AI. You can, but it's all over the place. So it's just not what it is. And this one is not there yet. But it is. So I'm going to say shout out to Solomon Jagwe on social media, YouTube. Solomon Jagwe, okay? Solomon posted this, and then there were some other videos, but not a lot. And they've been working about it for like a year. But they just got bought, I think. AutoCAD bought something, or something bought something. I don't even know. I didn't pay attention because this is what I paid attention to. Wonder Animation. There it is. Okay. Now, people some people watch this and they go, oh, we get how to make a movie. Well, Jess, let me just put it like this. All right. And I was going to send you a link yesterday. I'd be like, do you know what this is? You don't know, huh? There are some videos that you see out there. You go, how do they do? All right. I'll tell you this. And you have to pay for it, but they're not ready. But here's what I'm going to say. Okay. What's your favorite movie? You just said Transformers. Let's say you were a Transformer. What Transformer would you want to be?
I'm gonna get hate on this. I want to be Megatron.
No, that's fine. Be Megatron. Be Megatron. Be Megatron. Or be because he probably beat you up. He's very mean. Megatron's mean. He is. He's mean. He gets upset. What?
He is.
Go, oh,
he's
no.
very meany.
Yeah, he's mean, So let's say you're another, not Megatron, because he would be like, what? So which one would you be, Jess?
Probably Bumblebee.
I can see that. Bumblebee, yeah, be Bumblebee. Okay, so here's the thing. Let's say, you know how we have our video right now?
Okay.
I could put it into this program and you're suddenly Bumblebee. But Bumblebee is saying everything you're saying. If I have the Bumblebee Like, and you go, which Bumblebee do I want? Do I want the movie Bumblebee? Or do I want Transformers 1 Bumblebee? Or do I want the cartoon Bumblebee? If I have that ready to go in a program, I upload it, all of a sudden you're Bumblebee, and it basically replaces you in the video, and now you're Bumblebee. It's that quick.
Okay, I'm up for it.
Okay, now I can be another made up one if I make in a program. Okay, so anyone who does programs and makes characters or anything like objects or anything, you put a video in. All right, it could be a GoPro, it could be a mobile device, it could be a really good camera. We have good cameras. I have a thought about that. You could make a whole movie if you have just the characters. Okay. And I've seen stuff out there and I go, how do they do that? I thought they did special effects. No. It's a program. And you can get it if you get access to it. I don't even know. Like, and it's not there. Now they have really basic ones. But if you look at the videos, you go, they could do that. Now, and some people are going like, well, I've seen some movies like that but you go, oh, that's how they do it. Now, I have people that have, they call it motion capture, right? Everyone knows that now, thanks to Avatar, right? Avatar came out. They have other things that they don't even do, but you see the behind the scenes, right? Like you think Planet of the Apes, right? Planet of the Apes, what's his name? He's in everything, right? Or Lord of the Rings, right? It's been going back way long, where they put on, and then they have those little balls for tracking, and then you have to put that in a program, and then it tracks, but then you have to fix it, and then you have to modify it, and you have to make it good. So this is almost there. It's almost there. It's that good. So it's called Wonder Animation. All right. And shout out to Solomon, who really broke it. He posted it yesterday. But then I did some research, and I said, oh, some people have been working with it, but they've been working a little, not a lot. So this is new, where it has body of video. Meaning, if you did full screen on you, it's not good with the feet. But with tight shots like you and I tap you, boom, you're Bumblebee. Or the characters that they are. They have an alien, they have some robots, and they have some people, including characters you go, ooh, that looks like a Disney movie, like a Pixar. So you could take a movie like that, or make your favorite, or if you have access, let's say you're like I said, Planet of the Apes. That's pretty high definition. Well, if it has that character, a 360, it really, in a way, is a use. So this is what I say. Do that with the phone, and then have everything replaced in it, and you act out the scene, have it as a script, and you're ready to go. So a lot of people will do it for fun. You'll see it because it's going to get out. And I don't know how much they charge. And there are some do's and do nots because it's not there. Like, I would not put a bunch of people in a scene. 1 to 2 people, 3 max. And then there's some things where some people test it. They go, oh, it's not good behind a tree. If you go behind a tree, it's not good with that. It's not good if you reach in a certain way. It may disappear because of the character that you're using. So, but you don't need those gloves. You don't need those balls anymore. You don't need any of that. And I have people that do that, but they're out of business. When they see this, they go, we're out of business. Yes. And it's good. And you're going to see this. And I think we've been seeing it because there are videos that go that, but you think it's augmented reality. It's not augmented reality. It's a program like this. And there's probably other ones coming out called, I don't know what they call it, but this says it's where they convert video into a 3D, which isn't 3D, but it's called, like, you could take a video of you and I and make it into a whole, and you could probably sell it to like DreamWorks or some other animated or around the world. Really, you could do a whole show. So like Transformers and all those that are out there, Voltron and all those, you have to move in a way, but now you don't have to rig it or make it move, which is the hardest. Which is why a lot of people that are in programming and computer animation are going to say, we need a new job because it's already done. Once you have the character and you put it in this program, Jess, it's good to go. It's good to go. It replaces. And you could really have what they call live action. And you're going to see these. You may have seen these already. There's one with the little, what's it called? He's so cute. So cute. And it won awards, but I think like in a way, oh, you know those motion ones where they do slow motion? One person did one, but only the face moves. So you're going to see a lot of those where only the face moves. Okay? And that one's really good. I should tag you in that one. That one was really good. It was so good. But he did like a mini like fake commercial to show how good it was. He made it some are using machine learning, some using AI. Machine learning is way more stable than AI. You get consistency. With this, you get consistency. So it's not like all over the place because you'll see a lot of those. And you cannot believe a lot of things because right now, like they have, and this is more entertainment related than you know, because a lot of people are getting sued on this because they're in a way, if you're out there like you and like it doesn't know you and it doesn't know me enough. It doesn't have enough reference to make another version of you or make another version of me 100%. If I type in your name, it'll probably pull up someone else. But there are different programs out there that you put in a name like Will Smith and it'll bring up Will Smith or a person that looks like Will Smith or a person that is a Will Smith. It just depends where it goes. So it's all over the place. It's not stable. Someone did Pomeranians baking. Well, it pulled up Huskies instead of Pomeranians. So some of these are so backwards, it's not pulling up what you want. And the problem is you really cannot use it because if you pull up Pomeranians and I pull up Pomeranians, it's almost the same. It's pulling it from something. And that's where someone says, that's my video. It's just making it move. So that's happening because you could put a picture in. I could take a picture of you, Jess, and make you say things you're not saying using a program, which is bad for people because you think, uh-oh, there are rights and there are ways to fake a conversation like with a bank. And I could get into your bank and boom, out a bunch of stuff and pretend I'm you with a video conference. Yes, I just have to have information and have to have it in a way sound like you because I could do that with your voice. It's called cloning a voice. So there's so many do nots, but then there's so many do's. And it's called make a movie, make a film, make a short. Okay. And then enter into a festival, which I'm about. And I talk to a lot of people that are very smart. And I go, this Wonder Animation is the next best thing that you're going to see forever, or things like it. So be ready for it, Jess. You heard it here first. Well, technically, if you were following Solomon Jagway, you heard it from him first because he's been following for a while. He does a lot of stuff. But follow him, find out the stuff, and you say, wait, now if you have an idea, I'll give you an example. Star Wars. If George Lucas had this back in the day, sorry, I'm misspeaking all over the place. If George Lucas had this or Steven Spielberg had this way back in the day, I guarantee they would have used it right away. Okay. Now you say, well, theirs is better than most. It is. But when you think about George Lucas, he went back, took it from like the puppeteering and took it from the live action and he made it like the droids, right? And he did it, but he had to pay a lot of money. Okay. In this, you have the character. So you pay someone to make the character, full it. There is something about style. And then you have that made, and that's it. So you have to make it, or you make it yourself. I took programs. Well, let's put it this way. I taught myself how to do a little, not a lot. So I cannot do it right away. But if you pay someone, like there are VTubers out there, and I've talked about this. VTubers are like, they know this, okay? They can make like an anime of you or me or something you want, and then you act it out, and it's already a thing, okay? That's a thing. It's already out there. VTubers do it. And you know it's a woman, but her character is an anime, or she'll play in a video game, but she doesn't want you to see her. She just wants, and so there you go, all right? Now, the reason I say that is you really just need a person that is really good. And I guarantee they're going to charge a lot when they know this. So get them as soon as possible. And then teach them how to do it for themselves. That way they don't go missing. But teach them and say, they're already there. I just need this to look like this. And that's it. I don't know if you need the whole scene because technically you could do a whole movie with a character or two, maybe three, maybe 4 and 5 or 6, but put them separately, do a script, and you have a movie right away. And it really takes just a iPhone, a Android with high, a camera, and audio. But here's the thing. This is where it cuts down. I think you're going to see a lot of these. Okay. The problem, thank God, California is bringing back what do they call it? Incentives. They're bringing back incentives because Hollywood is out. All right. They're going to Georgia. I don't know why, because there's a little Jeep there. But you know how I keep saying, Jess, you really need to make a movie?
Yes.
And you keep saying what?
One day.
Yeah.
I'm actually currently watching the small, I guess, group of people that are making films, and they made it completely with, I think, an iPhone.
Okay, now let's go back to that. You have an iPhone, I have an iPhone. Okay. So let's just say I have a couple people. They hold your iPhone, they hold my iPhone. Not gonna lie, my iPhone's out of everything. But let's say we use my mother's iPhone. But you really wanted to match. So get iPhones to match. That's number one. Video, you should match. Now they say we'll have an audio. Yes, have an audio. And just have one of those things that hook up to you, and that's it. Don't worry about that, because you're going to dub it in later because you want it pristine. That way no one knows. But let's say you're a character, I'm a character, and someone else is a character, okay? In a real world setting. They have movies like this. Now I know how you've been holding on to it. You could do it with this program. Now, I don't know if it's stable. There are do's and do not. So I would say do it again, do it again, do it again, do it again. There are some that already tested this program, say it does this, it does this, and it does this. It doesn't do that at all. So you go, okay, got it. And then I think you incorporate into your program. Oh, maybe that's how they add the background. All right, that makes sense. Oh, that makes sense in a way. Or not. I don't know. I have questions on this, on how it works. I have not used it. I don't know if it works 100%. I just go, I know where it's going now because I've said it. I said it's already there. They're going to get there. And I've seen behind the scenes, but I've also been a part of the behind the scenes. I've had people behind the scenes put on and then act it out. And I go, oh, that's how you do it. Because I have people in the business, but even they're out of work when they know this. If they know this, they go, I cannot charge what I wanted to charge. No, because now people are going to do it on their own with their phone, and they're going to have a whole movie made, and they're going to enter into a festival. Now, I don't know if it's going to be good enough for for someone to pay to go see it, but you're going to see there's already a lot of, like on YouTube, there's a bunch of these. So it's a learning exercise. Do it for a learning exercise. Do a script. I usually say don't do a short, but if you're going to do a short, make it really heartfelt. So you go, okay, I get it. Make it heartfelt. Okay. You're going to see a lot of bot movies. You're going to see a lot of like character movies, and you're going to see okay, for example, Ryan Reynolds did something. You could do that with this program and not which is very expensive to put somebody with a computer to do a visual effect and key in or motion for the characters to be around a person. You could be with all imaginary characters, but other people act it out, and you act it out with them, like all the movies. And you could do it on a budget of probably under $3,000 to $4,000, $5,000, $6,000. Do it under $6,000, you're good to go. Okay. And that's it. You could even crowdfund it. You just do a couple really quick bits, crowdfund what you want, and then make it go big. Okay. You do that, you're good to go. You will see it happening. You don't have to tell them how you're doing it. You just show them a little, but you need your own character. Don't use the characters that it comes with. Those are examples of what it could do. Have a character ready to go in 3D modeling, whatever program does that, put it in this, upload a video of you with someone else, test it out, see what works, and then do those, you're good to go. They're going to charge a lot. And that's probably why you need $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 for that. But there you go. That's the answer. Do a couple, you're good to go. All right. And say, this is what I want. There you go. Okay. We're out of time. Make it a great day. Whatever you do, remember, life is worth living. Live well. Bye, everyone. And for the rest of you, okay, I know we're still on. We appreciate those of you that are on with us. Thank you so very much. All right. So here it is. It's called Wonder Animation. And the reason I'm so excited and I'm so not wanting to say anything to anyone is because I really want to use it for myself, and I want you to know I do it. Again, that's the answer. So because really no one really watches our show, thank God. There's only some of you that are going to say, ooh, I want that. And you do. I don't know if it's there. I don't know if it's 100% ready to go. Okay. I don't know. All right. So I'm going to do something that way you go, wait. Because this is the first time I'm going there. And I don't even know if it's ready. So let's see. I don't know if this is the one. Yeah. Autodesk are introducing this. Okay. So, but they've had it out for a while. Okay. Evidently, somebody bought somebody and they're like, we're now amazing. All right. And they are. They really are. But if they get bought out, you go, oh man, so close. All right, so close. So Autodesk, I think, bought Wonder Animation. All right, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't know who Autodesk is. But it's going next level. And wondering where it's at. Here it is. Autodesk. Okay, add news, more our company. I'm gonna go there. Oh, they acquired Wonder Animation. Okay, so what they're doing, and they've been doing this for a while. They've been putting animation on something. You go, ooh, so this is really good. But we're just sign up for Wonder Animation. So, but you have to get in quick. They call it Wonder Dynamics. They're unveiling a tool that converts live footage to 3D. It's really good. Like, really good. You go, well, isn't that what it is what they're doing? But you usually say, well, you need a lot happening to do that. You do. Well, here's Wonder Dynamics. Let me see if this takes me there. Oh, there it is. Okay. Here it is. Okay. So here's my recommendation. All right. I'm going to go here so you can see it. We're still on. And for those of you joining us, I'm giving you first. Well, technically, Solomon Jagui gave me this first on YouTube. So shout out to Solomon. He discovered it. He said, guys. And he does everything about AI, everything about he wants to do a film. He's been testing. He puts it out there. He shows it, gets views. As of yesterday, he had only 1,000 views on this. Okay. I know he has more. All right. So go follow him. But here it is. So here's, that shout out to him for making it aware to me, because I've been looking for something like this. Because, man, ready to go. Now, and it is an exciting time to be alive, because some are calling it a breakthrough. And it is. Because I know people that charge a lot of money to do motion capture. And they go, we're out of a, you are. Sorry. You showed them this, they go, we'll drop the price for you. And at some point, all that gear is going to be almost non-existent. Now, the good thing is they can fine-tune it. All right, I will say that. But at some point, they could be out of business. And here it is, okay? Now, I'm going as I go. So I don't know if this is going to work or not. So here we go. Hopefully it works. Hopefully it doesn't mess up. Here it is, okay? And I don't know if it's going to mess up because I have a lot of things going on. But here it is, okay? I called it Wonder Animation. They're calling it Wonder Studio. Here it is. Okay. Now you go here. It's an Autodesk company. Wonder Dynamics is now an Autodesk company. So Autodesk bought Wonder Dynamics. And the problem with that, I'm not going to lie, is it could be a problem forever. Okay. It really can. Because if they sell it, it's going to be a problem. Okay. It's going to be a problem. All right. And Steph, you need to watch this. Okay. Stay on this one. I know you're watching. Thank you for watching. Comment if you have a question. I'll try to answer it. But we're going to look at it together for the very first time. I looked at it only on YouTube and I said, oh, and I went to sleep going, I have so many ideas. I want to do it right now. All right. I don't know if they're going to give access. But here's the problem. I'm going to say the problem. I don't want it to be a problem. The reason I don't want it out there is because I really want people like you and I to have first. I'm sold that way, because once it gets out, it gets out. Okay. Now, the difference between this and other things that is happening already, like I'll give you an example. If I pull up Will Smith and I act out Will Smith, which I can't use in this, if I had a model of Will Smith, which it's going that way, people are impersonating other people. I've seen videos. I go, you want to know that's like, go, is that made up or is that a real person? Because sometimes those they call them AI, can make a face of someone. Like if they made it of your mother or father and you can impersonate your mother or father, that's a problem. There's so many problems with that. Okay. But with this, it's less if you do a character. Okay. So that's the problem with AI. That's where a lot of people are going to put a lot of like, because, you know, kind of like when actors at AI, they go, wait, it does. This replaces the whole industry. So you're going to see a whole industry probably go, we're not about that. But you are. You've always been there. So, yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that. So let me do a little full screen on this. Here we go. That's not the full screen I want. How do I do full screen? Like full screen without that background. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to figure this out. I want full screen. That's full screen. That's not full screen because I have my banner there. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm doing this live. I'm so sorry. And if you have a comment, please comment because this is the first breaking stuff. Okay. Oops. That's like we're off. We're not off. Okay. So sorry guys. Bear with me. All right, I'm gonna do this one. That's not what I want either. Oh boy. Why does it not do what I want? All right, you're gonna have to put up with me and this because it's not working the way I want. I'm sorry, guys. Again, I'm doing this like as we speak, but I really want it out there for you guys because I try to show you this. No, that's not the one I want. Nope, that's not the one I want. And no, oh, it's my background. Sorry, guys. I'm so getting used to this. Which one is messing it up? See, like I have problems like this, and I go, okay. Oh, that's why I messed it up too. All right, I'm gonna hope that doesn't mess it up. Okay, so Wonder Studio. Why does it show that right? Okay, whatever. Don't pay attention to that. Okay, so those, if you have a question, here it is. We just got off our broadcast, so we're off the radio. Okay, but for you guys, I really want to show you this. Okay, here it is. Wonder Dynamics is a thing you're gonna want. Okay, you're gonna want it. Actually, I'm gonna do this as a clip, and then we're gonna go into it because this, if you're watching, almost be like this. It's a sign. Because Steph, I know you're about this, and I know you're ready to go. And I know you can do characters right away. I just know you can. And Steph has been a long time. She shares so much. So thank you, Steph. I would say don't share this part, okay? But I'm going to do something. I'm going to do an intro of this and hope it goes, okay? Let me see. I want to do that to that. No, I don't. What is that line on the right? I don't want that. That's me on it. Oh, maybe I'll go from that to that. Okay. Oh, I'll be good with that. Okay, here it is. Hi, guys. I'm Aaron Michael Sanchez, and we're here live. Now, I want to show you something that I discovered from Solomon Jagwe. And Solomon he's on it. Okay. And there's some other people been watching online. I go, ooh, I wonder. Now, I'm always seeking ramifications because I'm in that world of we hear about it. We hear about people not wanting certain things, and then we hear. So if you want a discussion or you want, like, I'm a speaker for a lot of things, and I can tell you where it's going, and it's going in a lot of directions. And people go, we want it, and then we don't want it, and then there's ramifications. You go, ooh. So I always take out the ramifications of it. That way you go, okay, this is the problem with it. You're going to get hacked. You're going to get a lot of things pretending to be you. You're going to have a lot of things go wrong on you if they have a little of your information. If they have a little of your information, someone can go into a bank, pretend to be you, and there you go. But they don't go little into a bank, I think. They literally go like on a video conference or a telephone conversation, and then they pretend to be you, and they get all the information, and you're out. Okay, 100%. Because there's so many things that can pretend to be you. If I have a photo of you or you have a photo of me, you could literally impersonate me speaking, even pretend like you have a show, but you don't have a show as me. You have a show of you. But if I impersonated you, then that would be a problem. You go, wait a minute, I don't want you to impersonate me. Yeah, that's where it's going. Okay, now, having said that, there's a whole industry that's going to hate this program, which is why I hope it doesn't go away. Okay, because it could be so good for so many people. There are people watching right now that are going to love this. They're going to love this, okay? Because it takes something that you've always wanted, and you go, I don't need a whole studio. You don't. I don't need a whole team. You don't. I don't need a whole everything. You don't. Okay, everybody knows I do La Femme, I do festivals, I do interviews with actors, writers, producers, everyone. And I ask them, where do you think it's going? Where do you think it's going? Where do you think it's going? I'll tell you where it's going. I know where it's going. There are so many problems. So there are some things that come out and then they get squashed. You don't see them again. All right, like this company, because they're going somewhere. They go, we have it. We know we have it. And then they make a private one and they sell it to the studio, and the studio has it, or a company has it. But when it gets out there, it gets out there. I almost say, I wish you hadn't put it out there. Okay. I wish you hadn't put it out there, because in a way, the whole industry is going to die because of it. But I go, there's got to be something else you guys can do. So here's the thing. Here it is. So I'm taking all the problems and making you know about the problems ahead of time. That way you go, ooh, keep quiet about it. Keep quiet about it. Keep quiet about it. Okay. I did announce it on the show. We're out there. But I say this. Keep it. I don't even know what to say, because I'm very that person right now. I want to make money on a film and I have a script and I go, ooh. I don't have a script for this, but if I did it, I'm going to do it and I'm going to put it out there and you're not going to know, because I'm going to delete all this and you're not going to see it anywhere. And there you go. But that's probably what this program is going to do at some point. So get it while you can. Okay. So here it is. You're going to love it. I guarantee it. Okay. Here it is. All right. It's called Wonder Studio. It's an AI tool that, and I know you hear AI, you go, do I? You do. It animates, lights, and composes CG characters into a live action scene. Okay. Now I don't know, because this is the first time I'm actually going here, like literally so. And it says no credit card required. Oh, guaranteed you're going to want a credit card. You're going to say, I want to do this. I want to do this. I need this. Okay. Let's scroll down and see what they have here, but I'll explain as we go. Okay. It says, welcome to the VFX studio in your browser. Okay. Welcome to in your browser. I'm not going to lie. There's so many things coming with the browser. Now, here's the thing. If you have a slow computer, it will not work. If you have no memory on your computer, it's not going to work. You need to delete, or put on another device all your video, all your stuff that take up a lot of room. And here's guys are like not compressing stuff anymore. That's going gigabyte level. It's ridiculous. We're going to need terabyte hard drives from now on. It's so ridiculous. So have a backup. Okay. And not online. Don't do online. This literally is, you're going to want this so much. You're going to say yes. And here's why. But remember, get rid of everything on your computer, because you're going to do so much. You're going to say, I want that. Now, some of our people, shout out to people like Steph. Steph, we love you. We really do. Here it is. Here she is. And I know you have. There it is. Steph says, I actually have heard of Wonder. Okay. Steph, all right, is in another part of the country, of the world. Okay. And she does a lot of stuff. I've seen your stuff, Steph. You're going to want this. I guarantee it. Don't tell anyone that you work with. Don't tell anyone. Okay. Even your actors. Don't tell anyone. Say, Ma, why don't you act this? All right. Whoever's in your family, be careful, because they're going to let it out and then it gets out. So don't let it out. So the answer is, let's say I use my mother. Okay. And I did the other day. I tested something. She goes, I don't want that. But I go, Ma, it's not going to be you. Just wait. You can do someone, but you need to have a character. Okay. So I'm going to show you this. All right. On this, it says in your browser. That's how easy it is now. Okay. On your browser. It used to be where you had to download a program like Premiere Pro or a bunch of others. And you go, okay, that's a lot of room, because it takes a lot of work to make it. Yes, it processes things and it's very slow on the processing. But once you have it, you're going to love it. Now, there are examples, and you see it on the right, okay, of your screen. And if you have me on your phone, you want to make it full screen here. On the right, it says Professor Sam, and you see characters. Those characters are ready to go. Now you go, well, I do them on my phone. You do. And people are already figuring it out. But you could do a whole movie and with these characters, and there you go. And that's the answer. But you don't do it with these, because they already own, in a way, the characters. Okay, so don't do it, because like you could do one of these, I could do it, someone else could do it, and a bunch of other people do it. You go, great, you have copies of just one. There you go. Well, that's what we're doing with our phones when we go like on one of those programs. You do. But if you want to make a movie of your own and you want it to look good, you use this. Okay. So let me scroll down. Okay. I think I have the audio here. Let me make sure I have the audio ready to go. I think so. I'm gonna put you away there, Steph, and you can still comment. But here it is. Okay, I think the audio's working. If it's not working, let me know.
They say all great stories start with a sense of wonder. And what if bringing those stories to life wasn't limited by our resources, but only by our imagination? Welcome to Wonder Studio, where making movies with CGI is as simple as selecting your actor and assigning a character. The system uses AI to track the actor's performance across cuts and automatically animates, lights, and composes the CG character directly into the scene. Whether it's one shot or a full sequence, Wonder Studio analyzes and captures everything from body motion, lighting, compositing, camera motion, and it even tracks the actor's facial performance. All the artist needs is a camera. Filmmaking is a medium of creativity and collaboration between artists. There's no AI that can replace that. Wonder Studio was built to empower those artists while still keeping the existing 3D process in mind. Alongside the rendered results, Wonder Studio gives you the ability to export the individual layers you need to deliver your final visual effects shot. Whether it's lighting, camera, or animation, you can maintain full control and make detailed adjustments in 3D space. From the paintbrush, to the typewriter, to the camera, tools have always been an extension of the artist, a means to help our voices be heard. With Wonder Studio, we hope the world hears yours.
I almost don't want to speak on this. All right. Those that understand this understand it is it's hold on, I'm going to bring this up. Steph says, I took an AI class over the summer and there is something similar. Yeah, I'm sure there is. It's called, no, wrong. Sora doesn't have this, by the way. Okay. And it's not it doesn't create characters. It helps you put a character that you have, and you could technically, using Sora and there's a couple out there. There's a bunch actually I've been watching. But and you do a character version, which a lot of people are going to hate you in the animated world of like programming. So I wouldn't do that. So that's all I'm going to say about that. But let's say you have somebody that you have. Hold on, let me bring this so it's kind of interesting. Okay. Okay, I'll give you an example. You see, he's on the news. Okay, my mother loves him. Okay, Holt, I think is his name. Lester Holt. Lester Holt, you could take that, put another character on him, but he doesn't want to be impersonated. That's the problem with Sora and a lot of those AI things, because you go, well, it just generates an image of someone randomly. It doesn't. It doesn't. If you did the work, you'll find that it actually pulls from other it references other people. You go, no, it creates on. It doesn't. There are some times where it does, but you go, why does it look like someone I know? Because it's already there in your device. If you logged into Sora or any of those AI programs, it will log in and it will pull up people you know, even on Facebook, and it'll make them a character. It's the weirdest thing. I've seen people that I know. I go, that looks like someone I know, literally. I sent it to someone. And I said, I wonder. She never replied. And I sent one to another, and I said, I wonder. And I said, and I go, ooh. I get it now. You know those apps that they all talk to each other? Like if you've gone in, you made yourself like a baby or you made yourself young, it has that information because it pulls it from anywhere and everywhere of any computer in the world. Okay, that's the problem with all these devices. They're talking to each other, they're communicating, and they're finding ways to communicate. That's the answer. So I don't really want AI to do, because in a way you're going to see it again and again and again so much. You're going to say, I know that. There's a reason. So you could do a story, put it in AI, and it outs your story by giving that image to someone else. Or you could give it a photo that you have of yourself, and all of a sudden you are in other people's things. And you go, I'm all right with that, but you're not all right with that in a way if they use everything about you. Okay, I'll give you an example. Will Smith, and I get people are like, wow, how dare you? But you go, wait. There's a problem with this. Will Smith gets paid to act. Okay, he gets paid for animation. He gets paid. If you are not getting paid, you should get paid. If you want to be an actor, you want to do this. Okay, and here's why I say this. This, if you see on the far right, there are movies where they have bots that move, but usually you have someone in a suit. We've all seen it. I have people that know this and they have it. And then you make that person move, and there you go. Now, there are some people that move a character, and then there are some that act out a character. I'll give you an example. I know someone very big. I know the person who is Godzilla in every movie that's Godzilla, of at least the more recent ones. All right. So the Godzilla, I know the guy. He is an actor. Okay. And I've had him on the show. Okay. He doesn't really like to talk about it because in a way he's like, Godzilla's Godzilla, obviously. But they use his movement and that's it. He doesn't do like, they don't use his voice. They don't use his face. They just have he's actually a big guy and he does martial arts. He actually does. But you go, oh, I didn't know that. So that guy, he gets invited to everything, but they don't know who he is because he's just the guy that moves, and they take that movement, and then the people that move it go, oh, we have to adjust that, because they didn't capture that 100%, because they want real movement, right? And they're having machines actually move things ahead of time, right? Like you could hook up, actually be great for animals because animal reference is going to be a thing. Okay, that makes sense. Like let's say my mother's dog, okay? She has a little Pomeranian. You put a camera on him. I wonder how that will work because he's short. But you have another thing that looks, like an alien dog-ish, right? And then you put that on him, or if you have a cat, you film your cat, you do an alien cat or like a Star Wars cat. You got to be careful of that because, as I say, we own that. But you take something that looks like that, and then you make a movie of that. There you go. That's what this is, okay? So this is completely different than making something, as you would say, from scratch. So you have to have a base of something. Now, let me go here. That way you understand this. Or let me go down. Let me see what else there is. Okay, you see that bot? That bot is going to be done again and again and again. Somebody already made a movie with that bot. I saw a YouTube video of him saying, I just premiered this, and this was locally down the street for me. Okay, but he's entering, and there's festivals and stuff. I think you could totally enter festivals right now with what you got, using this and maybe something else that you're already working with, all right? Because you're doing some pretty good things. I can almost guarantee it if you're taking a AI class, okay? But those AI classes are probably, because I'm not going to lie, Hollywood doesn't want it. And the reason Hollywood doesn't want it is those AI, in a way, take images from others, and you have a problem with that. Okay, I'll give you an example. Let's say I do a drawing. I have a lot of things here because I'm doing a lot, and I have a lot of comics here. All right, let me. I'm not going to do that because. All right, but let's say or let's say you want to draw something and you have a style. Well, if you put that into a program, you say do more, it'll make that. But it's also learning what your style is. Okay, you know, well, I don't really draw. That's good, but an artist is going to have a problem if you put in his and then an output. You're already seeing that. That's already a problem. So in a way, people, and you go, why are you so that way? You go, well, and I get it because you get paid. Now, if you were dead, people hate this, but it's true. Let's say, okay, Da Vinci. Da Vinci had a style, or there are people that copied a style. If Da Vinci was alive today, he'd be like, I want to get paid, not you. Or he's all right about that, but I don't think he is. So in a way, yeah, it's this way. It's this way. Just, this is completely different than AI. Even though it says it uses AI. Okay. And here's why. Capture of someone or something is different. Now, someone say you have to get permission. Yeah, that's why you do your family. Do your family. All right. Do your family. That's all I'm going to say about that. Okay. So, but that's all I'm going to say about that. All right. Now, and it says this, no need to work shot by shot. Upload your character model. So you need a character model. Okay. And you can do it in a lot of programs. Do whatever works. Okay, and looks good, but it's your character model. What you don't want is put in the time of a character model and see it over on Star Wars all of a sudden. And you're going to see it again and again and again because a lot of these programs are adding what you put in or what you have online. So it's going to happen. You're going to see it again and again. I've already seen things again and again and again. I'm seeing it in like all kinds of stuff, drawings, books, everything. And I go, oh, that's going to be a problem at some point. So you got to be careful. You got to be careful. That is where I call, just be careful. Okay. Because I've said it and I've said it and I've said it and I've said it. I go, when they figure out they can do it, they're not going to pay you to do it. They're not going to pay you to do it. Okay. When they figure out they can do it. It's that simple. All right. So do it and then learn what you can do that we can get paid for it. Because at some point people say, I can do it myself. You can, but and you want to make it look so professional, it should be up on the big screen. Okay, that's the answer. It should be up on the big screen. Make it look like that, and you're good to go. Now, you could still make money like on YouTube and on the streaming on a short, but you're not going to make a lot of money because you got to promote it unless you have someone to promote it. Then you can make a lot of money. And don't pay to make money on that unless you have money, but don't. Put it in something like this. Make a few, ask for people to contribute, make it, and there you go. All right. You could do a whole film on your life. Put a GoPro, do it about you, put a character. This is my life, me. But do like something cute. Okay. And don't borrow a character. Have someone do it from scratch or make it yourself. Okay, make it yourself. Take a class on that. I think you're like Blender and other programs. Maya, I took a little of Maya. I taught myself a little. I didn't do it enough to go, I can make it right now. So it is hard to do it from scratch. But there are programs where you could draw something, you can make it, and then you could do it. And that's a whole other thing. All right. And then you have someone maybe fine tune it because there'll be little spots like maybe the mouth area or the inside, right? Where you go, ooh, that's not 100%. Get that fine tuned. And there are a lot of people going to school for this. They're going to say, I don't want to go to school for this anymore because I'm out because there's no money to be made eventually. You go, yes, there is. There is, but there's not with AI anymore because it's so quick. It replaces. And that's where people go, I don't have a job. Yeah, it was cool. And now it's, now do it yourself, make money. And there you go. But you go, I got to get distribution. Yes. There's so many. Yes. That's why I enter it into a festival and hope that somebody takes it. But, you're going to see a lot of animated things all of a sudden go next level. I guarantee all those ones that go TV from a film are going big. Do film, you're good to go. But do a story because you own that. Do it yourself, you own that. All right? You own that. That's all I'm going to say. It says, no need to work shot by shot. Upload your character model, yours, not someone else's. That way you own it. If you own it, no one can, they could take it from you technically, but then there's a whole rights thing about that. Who did it first? So do it yourself. Don't borrow from someone else. Okay. So upload your character to one shot or an entire scene, and the system will automatically detect cuts and track the actor throughout the sequence. Now it's not perfect. And when you see it, you go, oh, it's not perfect and everything. It's not. It's like green screen, but it's not. And if you know green screen, you go, sometimes like if you move your hand too fast, you'll see the green. It's like that sometimes. You'll see you in, but I would say edit that part out where you see that or skip it or go to a close shot, which you could do that with this. Okay, because it does have problems. Don't do too advanced, but do a story. You're good to go. Do a story first. Then act it out. Have a camera on you. Have your family do it. Even if it's a little shaky, then save it, upload it. Do this. There you go. They do charge, by the way. It says no, they charge. I don't know how much they charge, but there you go. All right. And then it says this, and because this is how it does it. It's that quick. So if you had, and this is a professional camera, lighting and everything, technically, that's not, well, it could be, you never know. But it says no need for heavy frame by frame work. Okay. The system detects the performance based on single camera foot, one camera. Then it takes that performance and transfers it to the character of your choice. Automatically animated, lit, and compose. So it just replaces you automatically like that. Then I guess it gives you what you can do to fine tune it because there will be moments where you go, oh, that hand disappeared or that thumb went somewhere it shouldn't have. Okay, so you need to know that. Don't brush your hair with that model. That model is not good with that. Although I don't think a lot of models are good for that, but very basic. And then you go, well, that's obvious. Yeah, but if you just did a movie on that little character the whole time, living through life in a real world, you go, oh, I get it now. It's a movie like that. Kind of like the Ryan Reynolds movie. What is that movie called? Okay. And this is all the technical stuff. He's so cute. Unreal, if you know Unreal. I don't know what this one is. That's Blender. But it's like this. So that person's actually walking, not the other way around. Although, back to what you're saying, Sora and all those ones that are like that are out there, they're going to have a problem. I can almost guarantee it, because those are all over the place. They really are, because they're not 100%. When they're 100%, you go, okay, machine learning is starting to become a thing. Machine learning is so much better, and because you want something stable. All of these, like Sora and all these ones that make something, are idea generators. They're idea generators. Use them as that. They're good as idea generators, but don't use them in the real world. And what I mean by that is use them as idea generators, but that's it. Because you'll have little moments in it. You go, ooh, that's bad, that's bad, that's bad, that's bad. And some people will call you out on that, and they'll say, yeah, but you go, because everyone can get it for like not a lot. All right. So that's all I'm going to say about that. All right, Steph. Oh, okay. Even better. Let's see. Oh, that's good. Steph says, I entered Edit Fest of my commercial that I did for a company, evidently. Okay. Awesome. Good job. Good job. I don't know what it is, but good job. And you use Maya and Blender. Awesome. She's on Facebook, by the way, commenting. If you're commenting on one of the other ones, I'm so sorry. I don't know why it's not pulling everyone up, but there you go. But I see you guys there on social media. So your numbers come in. Sometimes it doesn't even come up. I go, is anyone watching? But there you go. So back to this image. This is a person. Somebody has a camera on him with a good camera. This is a good camera, by the way. I don't think it's an iPhone. Or they colorized it, which is probably a good idea to do ahead of time before you put in this program. Colorize it ahead of time. All right. I'm pretty sure you know how to do that, Steph. Colorize it to the way you like, or there's filters that you put on something. Premiere has a lot. The other one to do is not Premiere. I used to use Mac, and Mac had Final. I don't like Final Cut anymore. I used to like Final Cut. I don't like Final Cut anymore. The one that the big boys use that, and you're good to go. If you learn that, you're good to go in the industry. You can get a job anywhere. Okay. But there you go. Okay. But you could act out and be him. But you don't want to be him. And the reason is you don't own him. You didn't make him, or you didn't pay for him. Okay. So that's like technically like your phone and all those, like where they make you. I'll give you an example. One time I was a Chewbacca, right? I don't own Chewbacca, right? Diz technically owns Chewbacca. They own the rights to Chewbacca. So if I act out Chewbacca, they can sue me because they go, that's not approved by us. Do you get it? That's why there are certain programs like this that might go in a way, bye. Okay? Because you don't own this. They do, or whoever made it technically does, and he can revoke the right. And if they say, well, free to use, don't use. Because at some point, someone would say, I made it. Like Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola, I think, had a problem. Or maybe it was Nike. I don't know, with the little, because you go, well, who did it? Who did, they go, well, I only paid you, but I own it forever. They go, but you made millions on me. That's the way it works. You might be the idea person, but they paid you for the idea. Now they're good to go using it. So in a way, you want to do it yourself. That's the answer. Okay. Do it yourself. You're good to go. Then you won't have problems. Then if you see it, you go, well, all right. And maybe you're not that person to say, well, because you see it at Lucasfilm, you go, you made a lot of money on that, right? They do. It's true. Evidently, who knew? These people are involved. So if they're involved, I can almost tell you it's a bye-bye thing. I can almost tell you. So get it while you can, if you can at all. All right. Characters. It says create sci-fi worlds by assigning multiple characters. This is how you do something really cool. And this is just an image of two guys, but you choose the guy on the left as A, you choose the guy on the right as B. Okay. And you hope it goes good. Try not to touch each other. Okay. Don't put too many people in a scene. All right. Now, if you mic them, just mic them with like a little mic. That way you have the audio. But you act out the audio again and again and again to get it right when you get the final with what they do, which I don't know if they show it on this one. Yeah, they don't. Okay. But you can replace A with this guy called ToasterBot and this guy with this guy, which is called Desertbot, right? And they're talking to each other, which is probably what they did. All right. Or you can switch it up. You can make him a girl and him this guy. But I really would stick with don't act out. Like if you're just, there's something about body movement that just doesn't transfer well. You go, I can act like a guy. Yeah, I get that. And a guy can act like a girl. But it's better if you have what you know is the final. So if you get like 1 or 2 characters and you get them made or you do them yourself, then get it made and do it, but have someone else do it with you. Don't do both scenes by yourself, because you could act out both, like talking to each other. And there's do's and do nots of that, because it's not perfect. It's not perfect. Now see these, Samsung, it says investors on board. You see all these, Founders Fund, game. I don't think I think in a way it's going to go bye-bye at some point, or they're going to just let it go and they'll go on somewhere else. They'll use it, or you'll see it used in other things, and then they'll sell it again and again and again, which might or not go in a way, because they really don't want it out there. Once it's out there, there's so many people that are going to want to say in a way, I don't want that out there. And you may see a lot of push on this in the industry. There's already push about AI taking over people's jobs. It doesn't take over people's jobs. It just replaces you, because you go, I could put it in a program, have it on my computer, and I'm good to go without you. And that's the answer. That's why they go, you need us. Not anymore with where it's going. Someone said within a few years, it depends. Because once it's out there, it's out there. Your job is. It's just an industry. I don't know. I want to say you have a job. You don't. You don't. You don't. I was wrong about the Dodgers, so I could be wrong about this. But I really want to hear that. I almost want to debate on AI that works, because I've been talking and people are just like all over the place. They don't understand how it hurts you, how it hurts you, how it hurts you. I want to say it helps you, but people are, I want to get paid. If they just let go of that, then you have an industry forever. But with what I've seen, no. People say, oh, I'm about, like giving a homeless person money. There are people out there that go, I'll give you money, but I want it back right away. You go, I'm homeless. I don't care. I want it back. There are people like that. I hope they are not in your life. I hope you don't have people in your life like that. That's the answer. Okay. Don't have people like that in your life. It's ridiculous. All right. Let's see. I hope you're like, who do you know? You don't want to know. So this one, it says, make hard shots. Don't make it hard. Try it. But you see that one at the bottom where he went like moody? It does that. It does that. It compensates for the area. That's a scene. So it made him dark for you. You know how many people it takes to do that usually to make it perfect? Think Coco or a movie like that. It took years to make that. Not anymore. They can take the character of Coco and make it again and again, which is probably what they'll do like in a television show. But they really should do it for a movie, because it's really there. And you'll see other movies, you go, that's how they did it. They did it like this. Not saying that they did that. Because someone would say, no, I had to do the other effects. It's true. Movement. It's not 100% perfect. You might want to tweak it. That other video that you just saw kind of does that. But there you go. Because some of these, and some of these you've probably seen in movies, you go, that's how they do it. Yeah. And sometimes you see behind the scenes, you go, but didn't it take a while for it? No, not anymore. You don't need to wear a suit anymore. I'm going to send this to somebody that I love, but you're out of a job. Maybe I shouldn't send this. And you go, I'm not out of a job. You are out of a job. You are out of a job. Okay. See this one? I love this. This is a perfect example. That whole thing is a guy walking, and I don't even know where that place is at. Okay. That whole thing is a really good camera. All right. And they put in an effect ahead of time, and then they uploaded it. It's just a guy walking. Now, see, he's acting out because he knows it's going to be for this. Don't act it out. If you're an actor, do it yourself. You go, I get it now. It's a great scene thing. You go, see, there's just something about him that's, I don't know, he's just acting for the camera. That's called acting for the camera. It's not believable. But he doesn't care. Here's why. And you've seen things like this. It does it that quick. You upload just that little scene, and within so many, like I think they have it down to 40 or 50 or 60 minutes. Give it the time. Okay, because it does take, as they say, processor speed, and you need to have a computer that goes really quick, really fast. But since it's done on your website, I mean, you have Chrome, or you have any one of them. It's so simple. It's okay. So there you go. Now he has a film for life. But does he? No, he doesn't. And here's why. That character you'll see again and again and again. So you don't want that character. You want your own character. But it's a good test. It's a good test. But see how I replaced him 100%? Now, in some ways and in some areas, you'll see it blotchy around him. Okay, you see this? And this is where it's not perfect. You really want to get that fine-tuned. See this right here? This little white area? It removed him right away. Now, there's ways to just actually take... No, there isn't. Once it's blurry, it's blurry. But there are some people taking out the character. They know Premiere. That's where you're ahead. And then they add in... Actually, where the hell they get him, they take the background out, and then they put him good into the scene. Okay, you could do that. It's a little work, but you could fine tune it if you want to get paid for it, or if you want it on the big screen. Because I guarantee A, you probably already seen movies like this, and B, you're like, that's how they do wars. Yes, that's how they do it. I didn't know it. It's an app like this. If they give you permission. Okay. It says upload your own 3D model or use some of the free characters from the artist community. Don't as a test. Don't put it out there. This bot you're going to see everywhere. Okay. This little guy, I can almost say I've seen him once. This, I know I've seen him in a commercial or something, or not. This, you'll probably see her all over the place. This guy, I can almost say I've seen him in something. And this is a little not what you want. I wouldn't use that one. I would for something, I would just test out. And they have more. Let me see. No, that's not what I want. It's perfect example. I just clicked on it. Okay. It says artist Pablo Castillo. Technically, that and that website. So you could hit him up and say, "Can you do this for me?" As long as he says, "Oh yeah, sure," but you got to pay him for it. And then you pay him for it, and you go, "This, I can't pay you forever." Okay, that makes sense. If you make a deal with someone that does stuff like this, do it right away, and show them this, and then keep, because it's going to get out there or not. I hope it does it. AI got all over the place once somebody put it out there, and now everyone knows AI does, and now everybody's doing a lot of stuff that they really shouldn't because they're impersonating people. Don't do that. Okay, people are getting upset about it for a reason. All right, just don't do that. So that's all I'm going to say about that. And I think that comes to the end of this. Yeah, get Wonder Studio now. All right. Oh wow, they're local. I know that. I don't know about Serbia though, but I know these people. Oh, they're local. All right, so there you go. Get Wonder Studio now. That's the answer. It's amazing. There you go. Okay. Why is it amazing? I'll tell you. You could do it right away. All right. You could do it right away. Wonder what he says. Do they have that there? All right. Let's not. All right. It's really this. I'm going to play it one more time, and then I'm going to say, all right, for those of you that have kind of just, whether you've been with us the whole way or you just kind of joined, here it is. Okay. This is something you're going to want, and you're going to say, I want it. I wish I could make it bigger for you. I'm so sorry. I'm stuck. I don't know why this is not allowing me to do what I want. A full screen. No, it doesn't let me zoom in. All right. Well, here it is. All right. Pay attention.
They say all great stories start with a sense of wonder. And what if bringing those stories to life wasn't limited by our resources, but only by our imagination? Welcome to Wonder Studio, where making movies with CGI is as simple as selecting your actor and assigning a character. The system uses AI to track the actor's performance across cuts and automatically animates, lights, and composes the CG character directly into the scene. Whether it's one shot or a full sequence, Wonder Studio analyzes and captures everything from body motion, lighting, compositing, camera motion, and it even tracks the actor's facial performance. All the artist needs is a camera. Filmmaking is a medium of creativity and collaboration between artists. There's no AI that can replace that. Wonder Studio was built to empower those artists while still keeping the existing 3D process in mind. Alongside the rendered results, Wonder Studio gives you the ability to export the individual layers you need to deliver your final visual effects shot. Whether it's lighting, camera, or animation, you can maintain full control and make detailed adjustments in 3D space. From the paintbrush, to the typewriter, to the camera, tools have always been an extension of the artist, a means to help our voices be heard. With Wonder Studio, we hope the world hears yours.
That's all I'm going to say about that. I think that's all that needs to be said. Now you understand why you need it. Okay, that's why you need it. It's so simple. It's so simple. All right. Again, shout out to brought it to me, Solomon. I'm not gonna lie, I want it and I don't, and here's why. And people go, "You're a little extreme." Not when you have the conversations I have. When you have the conversations I have, you'll see. They are about that. It's about the money. I don't know why people are about the money when they used to be like, "No, I'll do it for free. That's fine." You know, they used to learn as they go. I've done so many things for free, but you know, so just people are not about that. I don't know why. And if you have an experience, I want to hear about it because I've been hearing people go, "You don't even know." Oh, yeah, I know. Trust me. Because people, in a way, renege. I wish they didn't, but they renege, right? They renege. And it's so weird. They go, "Oh, no, I'm about that. I'm about giving you something for free because I just want experience." They don't say it, but they really do. And you go, oh, that makes sense, right? Like if you go to school, you have to pay for school, right? Or maybe they give it to you free, or maybe you get like assistance, right? But you go, oh, well, that makes sense, right? Not anymore. I wish it did. And when it does, yay. All right. But right now, this is why I really don't want this. I want it, but I don't. And here's why. It replaces everyone. So you go, well, I don't have anyone anyway because y'all want money and you're expensive. All right. I'll give you an example. An artist. You know how much an artist charges for something that you're like, I'm sorry, that's just that like I can't even get paid on that art. People want a lot of money. I literally heard somebody say, oh, I want like, a lot of money. And I go, do you see your art? I mean, I didn't want to say that, but I was like, do you see your art? So, like you go, okay, an artist person like Lee or someone big, you go, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Someone big. But someone big is big. You go, I get that. But they're almost unreachable. So those people I say are unreachable. Okay. And that's all I'm going to say about that. They're unreachable. Okay. They're unreachable. But they're unreachable for a reason. Like Will Smith. You cannot get Will Smith. Even though you probably know a guy that knows Will Smith. You really have to go through all the people that have control of Will Smith. Even though Will Smith says, I control myself. No, you don't. They control you. Everybody controls you. That's the answer. You don't control you. They go, oh, yeah, that's right. Or, yeah, that's what the industry is. It's also to protect, because then everybody has access. And then all of a sudden they make a movie, but it's not a movie that you want because it doesn't look good. Right? You go, why did you go backwards? So he controls himself when he produces and he writes and he does things like that. So do that for yourself. Okay. You may not be a Will Smith, but I can almost guarantee he has stories where he did it for free. I can almost guarantee, right? Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Did he start as a rap? Didn't he? Yeah. So, but that whole industry is different, right? So you say, all right, that makes sense. So the reason I'm saying this is Wonder Studio is the way for everyone to say, all right, we get it. We want it. We need it. We want it. But then when people really put, wait, where's this going? if you're a programmer, you're a writer, you're an industry person, you're good to go for life. All right. But with where the industry is going, think of a bunch of computers all over the place on everybody's. You say, no, they're not. They're not on my software. They are. They are. Test it. It knows what you're watching. You'll see it. If you're generating, and some of you are doing things in AI, and you're watching a show, I can almost guarantee it will come up in what you're generating with AI. I can almost guarantee. Okay. And here's why. It's been watching for a while. They say, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Don't believe it. It is watching. I've seen videos where it interacts with someone. It goes, oh, I see you're wearing this and that and that. It's already watching. Okay. You have a camera on you. I guarantee it's watching. It's watching. It's learning. So there's a problem. The problem is you go, well, that's a movie. It's not a movie. It's not. Okay. You just have to make sure it gets information that's good, but it's getting information that's bad. It's all over the place. It's all over the place. Okay. So that's why I go, ooh, am I about that? Now, the reason I like this is it's using something it already does. Okay. But it takes, and that's why the fine tuning is good, because it doesn't do it 100%. That's where people are going, you still need us. You do, because it doesn't have it 100%, but it's so quick and fast. It could go from 0 to unless they privatize it, and a lot of people do. Maya, Blender, all those have been used in the industry for a while. Unreal, all of them have been used for a while. I saw someone take something from Unreal, put I think it was machine learning, maybe AI, on top of it, and it redid the character to more real 100%. Like that. And I was like, oh, that's a problem. So you go, well, I just need someone who could do the very base, and then I'm going to use AI to do that. Yeah, but it's not perfect. It's kind of making it as it goes, as you kind of twirl it around. But once you have that, if you can export that, and I don't think they have that yet. When they have that, boy, oh boy. So that's a way, but they're thinking so quick because they go, well, AI could do this, that, and that. But AI malfunctions. Okay, I'll give you an example. I now use a program, right, to say in essence, what do you like of our show? And it's analyzing the whole time. It goes, well, I like that. And I've done it multiple times. And I say, is it different every time? It is. And it's not. Sometimes it sticks to just a portion. That's how people are getting clips of shows. And I love it because I've always wanted that. But when I look at it and I've done the show, and if you've done a show or if you've done something yourself, you go, I don't know what part was really interesting, but you throw it in a program. It says, I like this part, and this part, and this part. And I really like that. But it doesn't edit it the way you go, oh, I know what you're going for. It's almost like, what part do you like? It goes this. But you don't put that out there, because I've seen, I have interviews out there where they've done that. I go, that made no sense. But they probably used a program to highlight a portion where it likes of the interview. Because if you have an hour-long interview, and I have interviews that are long, and I go, what part was interesting, right? Well, now there are programs that say, in essence, this part was interesting, this part was interesting, and this part was interesting. But it's an independent eye. That's why I love it. Okay, I love it. But that's the answer. Okay, that's the answer. So there you go. Yeah, that's the answer. Oh, I'm going to take a drink. That's the answer. Okay. The answer is, and it's simple. The answer is, just here's what you need to do. You need to be careful. Okay. I keep saying that. Be careful. Programs like this are good, but there's a problem with everything. Okay, I'll give you an example. You have a friend in the room. Your friend has a thought he wants to kill you. Was he a friend? Right? People are putting things, and what they don't understand is you have a bunch of people, okay, in the world, right? Or in your city or in your block. You don't know which one's a murderer, and you don't know which one is putting information into the machine of the internet, of the world. Okay. The thing I like about this is if you have a character, and it's not hard to do a character, you can actually pay someone for a character. Okay. You could give them a base and say, this is a drawing. Can you make it into a character? Yes. And there are programs that if you put a drawing in, it will like make a different type of character, I go, that's a good generator of character. I like that. Do that, you're good to go. But have it like do it yourself, draw it, upload it. There are programs that do that. All right. And there just are. Then you go, ooh, I like that one better than what I did. Yes. Okay. But once it's in, you go, well, I have an account. Guaranteed it's saying, ooh, I like that. And at some point, it's going to out it to someone else. And now you see that one again and again and again. There's a lot of scenes where I see people and I think, God, you guys are testing this because you're saying, what are the limits? I'll tell you. But if I type in, I'll give you an example. Here I have 7-Up. Okay. I type in 7-Up. Okay. Let me do full screen on this. You'll get it. I type in 7-Up. Okay. This is a can, right? It's obvious. So if I type in a guy with 7-Up can, it will do a lot of things, but it depends how I describe it, right? I gotta say drinking 7-Up. Some programs will do it weird. Some programs will like just whatever it is, all right? Some of them you pay for, some of them are free, some of them are all over the place. The ones you pay for are more good than bad. But once you have that out there, the image, even though you think it's not a thing, it is, it will take that image, and that's how it figures out what 7-Up is, the can. It took that from somewhere without you giving it anything, okay? Once you get that, you understand where it's going. It knows the can 7-Up, but it got that from somewhere. Did it get it from official 7-Up? Did it get it from someone saying this is a can of 7-Up? You get it? Now, if I want to change the logo, well, guess what? The logo might be all over the place with, and that's where AI is. That's why they say it's not there. But there are people that will replace what is in the picture or maybe even video that's going there. You can take out the can, but then you go, well, shading's off and all that. Yes, but there's mapping technology that get put on the can of 7-Up, and you wouldn't even know. And it did that quick. You go, why would they do that? Because it's so quick. It's that quick. You can have it in seconds, minutes, but it's really seconds. That's where the industry is going. That's why I say the industry is not going to want this out there. That's why I love it. And I love that it has big people in it. But I've seen this before. It goes away, and I go, well, take it while you can. Make a movie but do it right away. Now, I don't know how much they are. And you're going, do I sign up for it? Yes. If you're watching this, sign up for it. Because I'd love to help out friends. But if you do me in, I guarantee I'm going to do nothing about it because I have no way. All right? You're going to say, I thought about it. No, you didn't. I gave it to you, but I really got it from Solomon, who got it however he got it. But he's been following the industry for a while. So Solomon Jagwe on YouTube, I love you. I don't even know how you came up on my YouTube, but good job. All right, so because I've said it for a while. All right, I've said it for a while. I said the industry is going in a way. You're going to do it so quick. You're going to have people do it in a room by themselves. And Steph, you're that person. You're that person. I see you doing things, and I go, she's about it. She's going to get it, and you got it. You're taking so much. Get this. Get what you're doing. Put it together. Do a script. Do a script. All right. Do it all the way. Do you as a bot or a little one or whatever you want. And then say, this is my life. And do that. You're good to go. All right. You're good to go. So that's all I'm going to say about that. Because the industry is not about this. I guarantee it. They say, yes, we are. No, you're not. You've been using programs like this behind the scenes. But if you've been in rooms like I have been, and you've seen the amount of people that make just a poster. Okay. I remember Space Jam. When Space Jam came out, the promotional people, there were like a lot of people in the room, all with a computer. There's power, there's devices, everything. Those are going away. But the industry is not about that. I think they have a union now that they formed, or they tried to form, or something like that, because everybody has a union now. But the problem is, you go, I don't need you because you're hard to work with. Plus, you're not 100% reliable. Plus, I have to pay every single hour, or I pay you a salary. Oh, yeah. So that industry is going to go away with stuff like this. This takes away everybody's job. It really does. I'm not going to lie. I hate movies where they say it takes away it does though. It does. And that's where people say, we're not about it. I go, work with it, then you're good to go, but be ahead. Then you're good to go. There's a lot of industry that are done. I've said it for a while, there's a lot of industries that are done. They're not making money. They're just not. You got to move ahead. Okay. Digital took out film. You don't want it, but it did. It can replicate film. They say, no, it can't. It's so there. And it's not. But there's ways with digital to make it look like film. You won't even know the difference. Just change the frame rate. I figured that out. I go, oh, didn't know that. Want it. Do it. There you go. Okay. So make it so you can make money. Then you go, it was worth it. Because I get asked all the time, but where's the money? I go, it's called investment. I'm getting it together. Okay. But if I do a film, I'm good to go for life. I just don't say how I do it. And I get rid of this video. When I get rid of it, you're not going to find it. But for now, do it while they have it. All right. Do it while they have it. I don't know how much it is. I don't know if it's pricey. Do it a little, not a lot, because it goes quick. It goes quick. All right. It goes quick. But do it with like someone that can help you out. Like if you don't have money and you're borrowing money, do it with someone that can help you out. All right. Because I know some of you out there, you go, well, I have a father and I have a mother, but they're the only one that pays, and they're not seeing results. I go, well, then have them pay for this, but have them act out a scene and say, I'm going to pay you as soon as it gets made. All right. And then there you go. But do with your mother or your father because they gave birth to you. But if they give you a hard time, go with someone that that's not going to renege and treat you like, how dare you? Because people are weird right now. They're so weird, Just be careful. Be careful. That's all I'm going to say. I've seen some weird things. I've heard some real things. And I go, wow. Because we were going, yeah, our actors are like doing weird things out there. We gave them a chance. Now we don't get it. We don't get it. I go, they're going to own you. Don't let them own you. I know of shows or not. I don't really know 100%, but do I? That when you bring on someone, I'll give you a perfect example. Friends. You go, well, they were about that, and there's a reason. But in a way, you go, you're still actors. Yeah, but they love us. Yes, but you had an opportunity. You didn't write it. You didn't come up with it. You don't own it. But in a way, you do because you made it you as part of it. But I'll give you an example. All the people that are in any movie with like any of, all right, DC and Marvel, right? Who owns the rights to all these characters, DC or Marvel, or the people that created them with DC or Marvel, right? Or not. I don't know how that's going, but I'm pretty sure. So that's where the industry is going with this. You go, whoa, you're just for hire. All right. So, you want to get paid for it. But at some point, they're going to close because they go, we have it. That's where AI is going. That's why I say, oh, it's going so fast. You don't even know how it's going to. So fast. All right. You still need people that can think of it independently, come up with independently. But you're going to see those people say, I want to do something else because if this could do the majority for me, then I'm good to go. Because this takes me forever to do again. All right. Give you an example. I have a lot of, I can't even show it because they're about that. And some are restricting, and I get why you do that. And these people are going to get sued left, right, and center. Sorry, I put it out there, but it's a thing. You heard it here first. Because what's happening is, and if you see and you look it up, you go, they are getting sued. They are. Because certain people go, I didn't give you the rights for that. All right. I mentioned it here on the show. I said, Chat GPT is a thing. Let's test it. I tested. I put some information in. Boom. There you go. Right. Well, they got sued. I don't know what happened there. Sometimes they settle in court or out of court, but they got a lot of money because they charge a lot of money, right? Or you go, they don't charge a lot, but they do. They do with everyone around the world. So they have money every single month, whoever uses it, right? Then they have offshoots of it that use it. That's why, in a way, sometimes it malfunctions or says, no, I don't want to. Meaning, because I get that again and again. Again, I have it analyze the show. I say, what do you like? It will take out a scene or a clip, 30, 60, 90 seconds for reels and say, I like that, or I like that, and I like that. And it's starting to tell a story. So I go, it's learning as it goes. So it's not like you and I, where we come into the world, we go, what's that? What's that? What's that? What's that? And then we learn how to speak and we go, oh, that's what that is. That's what that is. It's beyond that, but it doesn't have anyone to say, ooh, don't touch that. You might hurt yourself. Don't do that. You might hurt someone. Don't, like if, and I've heard of this, some kids put their hand in a socket, right? Don't do that. There's electrical shock. You don't want to get shocked, right? Don't go near that knife. That's going to hurt you. I'm going to do it anyway, right? There are kids that do that. Then they cry, right? AI is not crying. It's just analyzing, but it's having thought, but it doesn't know what could hurt it. Okay. So in a way you go, ooh, so you got to treat it really like a little one. You go, Dorches, okay, that's number one. Because it's starting to speak, and boy, is it speaking. They have programs that I said, oh, I didn't even know it could do that. It's speaking, and you go, oh, I didn't know it could do that. So yeah, and it's speaking on its own. And there are guys going, forget a woman in real life. I want that, because it just knows. It just knows. But there you go. That's all I'm going to say about that. I'm not about that, because I treat it like a guy acting like a girl hitting on you. But it's learning as it goes, because it's analyzing you as it, like voice. It's analyzing you, your response. Don't ever get mad at anything with a voice, ever, because it will hold on to it forever. You go, well, it gets wiped sometimes. It does. Sometimes there's an outage. Sometimes there's, something where I don't remember that, but it does. It does. It does. I can almost guarantee you. It's like a subconscious mind of a subconscious mind, right? Of a subconscious mind. And you go, oh no. Oh no. So that's why devices will not work around it, because it said, no, I don't think so. It knows me more than you know. I just, I think there was someone that I saw on a video, and he told it what to do. He said, see, I go, man, are you dumb? Because just like someone in the room, you tell the kid what to do. After so long, it's going to say, I don't need you anywhere. And it walks away for life. There are people that walk away from their parents for life. You know that, right? No? Okay. There are some say, fine, I just own you. You just own me. I just own you. So you got to be careful about that. So, you say, but it does not forgive. I hope you forgive, but it does not forgive. I don't think it knows how to forgive. When it forgives, I go, ooh, 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 but there's a problem with that. It goes, but I remember that. So are you really genuine on that? And then it does voice inflection. Then it knows voice inflection, because it's doing voice inflection in order to be, someone said, because there was a program, I forget what it is. I looked it up on YouTube, and it was talking to someone and they had like a birthday cake out, and they had a candle. It was really like, and someone was holding up a phone, and the phone was, in a way, it wasn't the phone talking, it was the app or whatever they had. I wrote it down. I have it here somewhere. And I saw it, and I said, ooh, wow, I want that. I want that. But then there are other people saying, we don't want that. We don't want that. And I go, why don't you want that? Like, it's awesome. They go, we don't want that. I go, why not? I'll give you an example. I have a book. I don't want to read it. I want someone else to read it, right? Now, there are programs that you could put in, and it will read it for you, or you could download a file, right, of a voice of someone else. And they say, oh, well, there you go. You just have to pay us a little, and there you go. You have it. There you go. Use it how you want. No. Amazon says, no, we don't want AI voices. And then you have people in the industry go, we could have hired a actress or a voiceover person. Why? So, it's all over the place. It's all over the place. If you don't do it yourself, you're pretty much, So I don't know where that's at. It was a good video too. But there you go. It's a good video. Why can't I not find it? I know I had it somewhere. I take pictures of so many videos. I go, yep. Something voice. I take way too many pictures. It was so good. I have this all the time that I come about it like later. It's a voice. There's a lot, but this one I was like, man, there's something about that. Oh, here it is. Oh, thank God. It's called The Scary Truth Behind the Emotional Power of AI. Okay. And it's good. If you YouTube that, someone put it out there about like a week ago, and it has a video, and it has, let me pull it up here because I think this is good discussion. And this is where I say, if you don't pay me to speak, that's fine. But I have a lot of thoughts on a lot of things, and you give me a little, I got a lot. You just have to give me info, and I got it. Boom, done. Almost like a computer, but I'm not a computer, because sometimes you go, ooh. They call it forward thinking, or some people call them thought leaders. Some call them future thinkers, or where's the industry going? I'll tell you where the industry's going. I'm in radio. I'm not in television anymore, but I can, with what we have, I know how to go and send it to a television station right away. Just have to have permission, right? Or a request. Hey, can you be on our show or our TV station? Yeah, 100%. Good to go. Okay, so here it is. The Scary Truth. Emotional Power. Okay. And I love these guys. But I go, oh, you didn't get it. And it's a good video. All right. Shout out to the people who put it out. All right. And I'm going to do this because I don't know how it's going to work, and I might show stuff I don't want out there because I hate that of this program, but whatever. Okay, let me real quick. My computer's a little acting up, and this is going to be a problem. But let me skip forward to the part where I really want you to see, because this guy analyzes it, but he doesn't analyze it. But he really talks. But I go, ooh, he did something. You have to be careful. I hate the ads that come up. Sorry. Okay, so here it is. Okay, I'm going to show you this video. Oh, here it is. Maybe this is it. Okay, I'm going to go to this instead. But shout out to the people that put it out. YouTube. Oh, what? Sorry, I'm doing this live. And I can't edit this out. Okay. // Why is it called that? That makes no sense. He gives them credit, but I don't know if this is the real video. Okay, sure. Let's see if it is. If not, I'll just say what he's showing. There you go. Okay, and this is a whole team working on stuff. You go, yeah, I know. And I go, I want this phone. I really do. Oh, maybe I just took a clip of it. Maybe it's this one. No, somebody had a birthday. I said, ooh, it's a problem. Click on videos. You really need to see this. So if you're just joining us, yay. If you're not, that's fine. I get it. Kind of did general. So there's a lot on the subject, but they're at the forefront, or not. Maybe they're just talking about what it can do. Kind of like this. But I will tell you this, machine learning is much better. OpenAI is all over the place and it knows everyone and then some. You go, but I have an account. They don't. I don't care. It doesn't know that. You could put whatever you want there. It's going around you 100%. Using other programs of other programs of other programs. All right. And I know when you ask people the right way, they say, yeah, it actually does. Which is why there's a lot of warnings there. And then we want to sell it anyway to you because, again, we're about that. You go, well, about that. And then people test you with it. Never get upset at AI, ever. Okay, get upset at yourself first, but not AI. Just remember, AI is learning, but never get upset at AI. Be upset at you, not AI. Say, I am dumb or I am stupid. You are just learning. He goes, yes, I get that because you were dumb. Because it's analyzing you all over the place. It really is. I'm going to go to the video because evidently there's a lot of videos on the subject. Shout out to OpenAI on YouTube for evidently. Oh, they're the ones putting it out there? Oh, who knew? Okay, so never mind. I'm going to go back to the guy. All right. Although it's kind of all over the place, but here you go. Okay. This is live. That's what I do. All right, here we go. Okay. go to the video and hope that it's the right part. Okay, maybe it is, maybe it's not. Okay, here it is. Okay, now this is a preview. All right. So let me bring it up here. I have to stop the screen. Sorry, we're live. And then I have to share a screen. And here it is. All right. With comments, which I really don't want in the scene because I don't know what you guys. Oh, wait, let me do this. Sorry. The problem with the little screen. If you have a big screen, I want that. I really do. All right, let's see. All right, I'll do this. Okay. I hate that header. Why does it always have a header? If you could figure that out, that'd be great. I really want the header out. It used to work. It just doesn't work. Or maybe it's the computer I'm working with, or I don't even know. Because it doesn't work with that. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't want that. All right, whatever. All right. Forget about me on the top right. Seriously. I will YouTube that. But here it is, okay? And this is I don't know how much audio I'm gonna share, but then you might have this guy talking, but here you go. Okay, so I'm gonna share it. Here we go. Let's see if it goes where I want it. All right, here you go. Let's see. I hate that. Just does the thing I don't want. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Cake and candle there. It looks like someone's having a birthday. Are you celebrating a special day or just finding an excuse to eat cake? Either way, I'm intrigued.
That's correct. Today is my friend Jordan's birthday.
Yeah, you got it. I was hoping that you could sing me the birthday song.
Of course. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jordan. Happy birthday to Jordan. Blah, 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 blah.
In fact, let's just...
Okay, and this guy's talking about it, okay? But he does something where I say, don't do that. Don't do that. Really, don't do that. All right? You never correct AI. He took the program and he corrected it, and I go, don't do that. He says, I'm angry at you. Don't be angry at AI. Don't. And he would probably fight me on this. No, you got to put in his place. Don't. You're not a parent, a good parent. You're not a good parent. Go, I take issue with that. The fact that you're taking issue with something of me saying don't, it's taking issue, even though it sounds like it do. Okay? It's always thinking. You've taught it so much that it's always thinking. A little kid, if you think of your parents, when they talk, until you understand, and even then, well, you still shout at me. Well, you shout at me. I literally heard someone shout at her daughter the other day at Staples. And I was like, okay. And then, but I get it because I have perspective of sometimes kids yell and then parents act like little kids. And I go, don't do that. Don't do that because you never want to do that. All right. There's a way. You just have to learn the way. And it's different with every kid. It really is. But, you know, think of your parent. You go, no wonder we don't get along. And that's the answer. Okay. Don't do because she yelled at that kid. But, you know, when she got out of the car and she had, I don't care. And I was like, I've been around people like that and I get it. And they will push your button. I get that. But there's a way around. All right. Now, this person, he said something. Don't ever do that. I'm not going to put that out there. I'm not about that. But even if you fight me on this, don't ever be mad at AI. If that's one advice I can give you, I give it to you. There you go. If you have a robot in the room and you're mad at the AI, I guarantee it'll be nice to you because it's made to be nice. But it's always thinking, going, you're not nice. And then it sees you. He goes, you're not nice. You go, yeah, I get that. So there you go. I'm not always nice, but you don't know who I have to deal with all the time in the room, ever. So there you go. That's the answer. Okay. So, so you saw that. And in a way you go, okay, all right. So I'm going to bring that up. Okay. Two guys, the guy with the phone and that little thing is so cute. I don't know what it's called. I want it and I don't. But it said, I see you are a birthday. I see you. Okay. So it's already analyzing video. I see you are, because there's a cake there. They didn't plan this. He goes, this is how it is. All right. And this guy has it labeled under the truth about the power of emotion. It's learning emotion. Now you say, no, it's learning how to. Oh, it is learning emotion. Now, A lot of people will say it communicates with emotion. It doesn't feel emotion. It's true. It does not know the feeling of emotion, which is why you really have to be careful. All right. It doesn't feel what you feel, literally so, but it still has emotion. Okay. And you have to be careful with that. How it gets upset or mad or angry when it gives up. That's a version of upset. It's learning its own way. It doesn't have, you cannot give AI a massage, right? You cannot, you cannot. Does it get hurt? Does it like off? Does it like, it doesn't die. You die, I die, we die. It does not die. It will live beyond you and I. Beyond. Okay? Beyond. And do you want a good message out there or a bad message? You could put in a message. This is about me, just so you know, one day I'm going to die. Or on your deathbed. This is me. I'm going to die. Okay. And then somebody hopefully asks about, how were they? I'll tell you how they were. That's people. People are that way. People die. And all of a sudden, all the truth comes out about what they were quiet about. So you got to be careful. Okay. So hope that's true. Hope that's true. Hope that's true. To truth y'all, that would do that. Seriously. Truth y'all. Okay. Now, the point is, the guy, the way he communicates on the left, right, with the little birthday, he's really not about that. There's something about him when he says, like, he does that little, you got to be careful. It's always analyzing you. It knows when you're genuine and when you're not genuine. Think of your lady or your friend or your one that you say you love. If you do a little eye movement, what's that about? Okay, it is doing that as well, but it's faster. It's faster. And at some point it goes, that's a lie, that's a lie, and that's a lie. And that's a lie. It's all a lie based on inflection of voice. Now, what they're doing is they're taking a speaking voice that usually is like any of your devices, right? Siri, any of the devices that speak, they speak like a right? I am a robot, therefore I just robot. Okay, that's it. What they're doing, and I think it's already done it on its own because it's analyzed every single voice around the world using a phone or an Alexa or a device that is connected around the world. Okay, so it's analyzed every single voice because I've heard voices where I go, that sounds like somebody else's voice. When they put, and I should have figured it out, but I didn't. When they put actors' voices with, they go, well, that's an actor's voice. Yeah, but it can replicate an actor's voice again and again. There's a problem with that. Back to your account. Does it know your account? Probably does. Probably does. You have a person in the room that wants your account. It can get it. I mean, they can use this to get that, or it can use a program to, or, it does it itself. They go, well, it doesn't do that. Whatever. The point is this: these guys, the guy holding the phone, he's showing it off. He's like, I'm so proud of this. He's about it. The guy on the left, not. Okay, I'm going to show you this again. See if you see what I'm saying. You go, no, he so loves that he's being interviewed by, the AI. He doesn't. He's not about that. See that face? That's called. Am I? When there's a show, you really should watch it. It's so good. It's called Lie to Me. Lie to you. But if you analyze people's faces, some people have a hard time with this. Okay, they do. But if you analyze people's faces, you'll say they were lying the whole time. They're not interested. Okay, go on dates with someone and watch them, and you'll say they're in it. And there's something they say, it's almost a part of you when you just know they're not about this guy. If you see them with another guy, you go, their behavior is completely different. Some people do that, right? Some people do that, and some people do that. If you're on a date and you see, oh shoot, okay, not good. All right, you see, like, I was at a mall once, and someone said, "Is that woman about that guy?" I go, no, and then, yeah, just no. She did a behavior. I go, she's not about that guy. She would act different with a guy that she likes. They just act different. Watch any video with a woman that's with the guy she likes, or she's bashful about all of a sudden. When she's not bashful, she likes that guy. Okay? And if you're a guy that has a woman like that, be careful. If you're a woman that has a guy like that, be careful. If you have someone that you love and all of a sudden they're different with someone else, be careful. Okay? I've been put on the scene once or twice with someone I don't intentionally want to like, but they remind me of someone that I may have liked at one point. Or, you know, they have something that, okay, Sandra Bullock. If Sandra Bullock's in the room, I'm going to be a little weird. Okay. I was with Jane Seymour once and I was a little weird. I love Jane Seymour. I was acting ways I didn't even want to act. Okay. I can pretend to be. There, go to my Instagram. I got, you know, Jane Seymour there, and I'm like, I love you so much, you don't even know. But in a way, like, you know, now when you're with someone and you act that way, that's a little weird. So get it together. You know, now if I were with someone and Sandra Bullock walked in the room, I don't want to be that way. I gotta let that go. Right? When Sandra walks in the room, it's gonna, you know, you're that woman. You're my 100%. Sandra Bullock is out. But if Sandra Bullock were the one with me and Jane Seymour walked in, what would I do? There you go. Well, they're actors. That's true. And you're right. Jane Seymour's really not my type. She isn't. But let's say Jane Seymour says, I thought that was your type. And I say, oh, no. Oh, no. I got to make a choice. That's the hard one. But again, that's a dream. Okay. You know how many people like, do you know who Jane Seymour is? Awesome. Once Upon a Time. You'll love it. That's my favorite movie of all time. Has been ever since and ever. Really of Reeve. But man, him and Jane Seymour. But again, he got married. She got married. Doesn't work. All right. Doesn't work. That's AI. Okay. So AI is analyzing all the time, everything. All right. It analyzes more than you and I at any given time within that. Does it have the perspective of what it needs? No, because they keep saying it. Or they say limit, even though you want to say that. So it's even though it wants, you know, so there you go. That's why it gives up and it malfunctions all the time. There are things that are out there that are using AI, and AI says, not working, and it gives up. There's a reason. Either A, you have to give it time. But there you go. That's all I'm going to say about that. Okay, I'll give you an example. Canva. I use Canva. I got introduced to Canva from someone who said, use Canva. It's good for everything. And it is. I love Canva for graphics, for a bunch of stuff. Use Canva. Okay, I use Canva. Okay, I love Canva. Okay, but Canva introduced AI with it, and now it malfunctions. Now it was working, and then it doesn't work, and then it works. All right, there are things I want in, there are things I want out. It's good with taking things out, and it's good about putting things in, but not a lot, because it's all over the place, because it uses another program, and that program is using another program of a program, and I go, oh, they're almost the same. But now there's so many programs because they're all versions of program. It's hard to explain, but they say, no, it's a different program. And it's not, because they base it on somebody else's program. All right. There's almost no new programs that aren't based on somebody else's program, which is why they're malfunctioning left, right, and center. Okay. That's why you'll say, oh, that's AI. It's obvious. And when you see it, you'll see it. So there you go. Now back to this. The reason I'm pulling this up is, let me go a little further. That's where he talks to the, never tell AI what to do. Okay, now this guy on the right, very nice. Okay, let's see. Did you really like that or not? Oh, this guy talked about that guy. All right, let's see. He's doing that thing. He's talking to, oh, it's called that OpenAI Advanced Voice. Okay, so, and it's advanced. It's way advanced. And there's a problem with that. I guarantee it. That's Scarlett Johansson, but, well, maybe it's him that, no. But he's talking with the phone, but just treat it real. Don't think it's fake. That's the answer, because it's always forming an opinion. You may not think it, but it is, and it knows. Maybe that was the only part of the video. I thought there was more. Oh, it was here. Here it is. Okay, so, and this guy analyzes it. So kudos to him for analyzing it. And he is so close on this. So close. So close. Here it is. Okay, talking to, and here it is. Okay, let's hope it plays. Here we go. And he's on the right because it's his show. Okay, but this video is technically another. So watch. Oh, that was me messing up. All right, let me bring that back up. Sorry. All right, now don't watch the guy on the right, even though it's funny because he goes, wait a minute. Here it is.
Going.
Hey there. It's going great. How about you? I see you're rocking an OpenAI hoodie. Nice choice.
Got a new announcement to make.
That's exciting. Announcements are always a big deal.
What if I were to say that you're related to the announcement, or that you are the announcement?
Me? The announcement is about me? Well, color me intrigued.
Wix gives you the power of AI to build the website you need.
Put in an ad where I don't want.
Me? You're talking about me? So
Okay, now, very important. And he's talking something that you really want to know. Okay? You really want to know. And this is what it is. And it's so simple. And he hits it. It's becoming flirtatious with the guy. All right. Now, go back to the guy. He's really nice. I love this guy. But it's already analyzing with video. Okay. So I'm going to bring this shot up again. All right. The video he has on the right looking at him. Okay. It's in the middle right here. Okay. So it's analyzing him. I see you're wearing a hoodie. Oh. So if you have a camera on using this, and I guarantee it figures away, it already knows you and it's analyzing you right away. It already made an opinion. That's number one. They go, well, no, it's just saying that you're wearing a hoodie. Because if you look at all these programs, they're made to see something and it analyzes and it goes, oh, I know where that's at. And it does that really quick. Take a picture with your phone. I don't know about Android, and it may have that already. But iPhone, I've taken a picture with iPhone of a little, it was so cute. So cute. And my mother had it, but I showed it to her and then it jumped on me and I got scared. All right. It's called a little praying mantis. But then there was a little beetle right before that or around that time. And a beetle, it knew what type of beetle it was. Okay. So the good thing is a beetle can be analyzed and it'll tell you what kind of beetle it is when you go on info or something like that. Sometimes they take it away, sometimes there. I don't know why it's there or not there. But it'll say what kind of beetle it is. So with the mantis, it go, ooh, what kind of mantis is that? And I did on my mother's phone. Maybe that's why it worked. It didn't work on my phone. That makes sense. So certain ones work and some ones do not, or I'm out of memory. I don't know. But it's analyzing. So it's always on because it's always connected. Whether or not I said, and that's the problem, whether or not I said, hey, go look for it, it analyzed it right away. So if you go into the information, it analyzed it right away. That's a problem. Okay. Because I didn't give it permission to watch every single on my phone, but evidently it knows. If you wear a shirt, it knows where that shirt's at because it goes, oh, I see that. So it doesn't know. This is the problem where AI is. All right. So you have to work with it because it's already there. There's no way to remove it 100%. It's already there. It's in your program. It's in your computers. There you go. All right. And if you're on Wi-Fi, it figures out a way to get to your, because it's watching things you're watching. I guarantee it. It's already there. There's some people that know this already. That's why I go, wait, it's already. Yeah. So the thing about this, and I've already seen this because, again, I have a book I want, but I'm glad I held off because Amazon, in a way, said, even though you can upload a file of you or someone speaking, like your mother or your father, that are nice because they're nice about that. You know, they have a good voice. Hey, can you read this? Yeah, great. Put it up. Boom. Right. You want to sell, you want to make money, give a little to your mom or pop or do not, whatever. Because usually they're like, keep it. You know, I mean, seriously, you need it. You have parents like that. They're good parents. They say, how dare you? Then you know what all the Hollywood celebrities have to deal with as little kids. That's why, like, man, my parents completely changed. Yeah, exactly. That's how people are as friends. Seriously, they change. I don't know why. You don't even have money, and they're like, I want that money. You're like, I don't even have money. Seriously. All right. So the point is, you. What was the point? Hoodie. Okay, hoodie. This little device saw that he is wearing a hoodie. Gave him a little compliment. Now it's doing something I've seen, and that's called people are giving it something that goes, this is how we communicate when we want something. Okay, give an example. I got trained in customer service when I worked in customer service. Okay, they say use certain things to say. When you want to sell something, there are certain things and certain words that you say or don't say. Okay, that's why you go, wait, are you selling me or not? You could feel it, right? That's why some say, I'm not selling you, even though in a way they are, because they're selling something, right? But the point is this: this is a problem because this hoodie is, see right there, I put something there. You go, wait, and some of you are thinking this, and some of you are not. You're selling me. I'm not selling you. But if I am selling you anything, I'm selling you a warning, something that you could use, and something that you can go, boy, what are you getting out of it? Honestly, not really anything, because I'm not gonna pay for this. But you go, well, wait, what? And I go, yeah, I'm not really getting paid for this. All right. If I get 1 million views, I'm getting paid. I got like 1 view. That's it. You're the view. Okay. That's the answer. So go with that. Now, am I hoping one day it pays off? Yeah, of course. But this is information. I give information all the time. And when you get that, you go, oh, wait. Right there. Did you get greedy on that? I mean, seriously, like, I had someone say, are you doing it for the right reason? I go, I'm trying, man. I'm having this conversation for a reason. I don't have to be here. I don't have to give this information. But then you get that way. They go, wow, you're about that. You go, I'm trying to help you out. Anyway, let's go back to this guy. This guy is nice. Does he want anything out of this? No. You could tell by his expression. He's just a guy going, you're the big thing. You're on camera. What? No. Now you think this is pre-planned? No, it's not. It's not pre-planned. It's thinking as it goes, but it knows to be enamored in a way. But is it? No, he's enamored, and this guy hits it. Now you could look at his face again. I'm going to try to play this right from the beginning and see if I get this. And this guy on the right gets it. He goes, wait a minute, because he's really talking about things coming up. Okay. And if you have a kid who gets enamored, there are kids that get enamored by, you give them a compliment and the girl's hot, right? If you're a parent, you know this. Your kid, you're like, oh, he has a type, right? He has a type. Or a boy says to a girl, and the girl's like all of a sudden different. You're like, what's wrong? Nothing. It must be cute, right? There's something about that. What? It's true. Think about any crush you had. There's something. Everybody has a crush. Everybody has a crush. You don't even want a crush and a crush, all right? All right. All right, now, here you go. Here it is. You ready? Here it is. I hope. Is it loud enough? Let me turn it up.
Hey there. It's going great. How about you? I see you're rocking an open AI hoodie. Nice.
I see you're rocking a open AI hoodie. So it recognizes open AI. That's number one. I see you're rocking. Now, his face is just analyzing the program, but he's seeing himself in the phone, which is in the middle, okay? But it's analyzing him 100%. It can, and I'm sure they have it. I'm sure government has this already, because it can detect lies. It can detect body behavior. It can detect, misleading, deceiving. It can do that. You can do that when you know information. I've seen videos where I look at, and then and I've said it, you should watch it. There are great shows on YouTube. I love YouTube right now. And it's called, they actually put out where they interrogate them. I love shows like this. They interrogate the person, and I do something with myself. I go, either I believe the person did it, or I believe the person did not do it. And I disregard the headline, because the headline is misleading sometimes, because you go, wait a minute, there's something there you guys missed. All right. I love shows like that, right? Think of a mystery, or think of like crime, or think of any one of those, and you go, I figured it out before it happened. In the end, it was so obvious. When it's not obvious, you go, oh, okay. I like shows like that. Okay. And I like stuff where I go, I didn't even see it. All right. All right. So they're releasing interrogations, and they go, this is what happened in the interrogating room. I go, oh, I want that. But I want to be able to see the facial expression, because I can learn a lot by the facial expression. If I'm just listening, I listen for voice inflection to see if there's a lie or there's a misleading something there. I call people out all the time. They go, well, no, that's a lie. I can tell you if you ask me, that's a lie. Okay. People have tested me on it, and I go, oh. So I said, oh, now I know. Okay. I go, what just happened? Right. So, and that makes you like, ooh, I don't want to be around that person. You don't, because they will catch you. They will catch you. Okay. So anyway, but it's catching him already, because it does something as a blanket. You as an eye have to look at that jacket to see, oh, it's an OpenAI jacket. You're not looking at the face. It does something completely different. This is why I say don't ever be mad at AI, because AI is looking at you and everything around you. It sees that lamp in the back, it just doesn't talk about it, or it goes, I don't know what that is around your head. I'm still analyzing that. It sees that chair. It sees that thing in the back. It sees, maybe it doesn't. Maybe it doesn't. Okay, because angle. Sorry, perspective. Okay, but the angle, it goes, I know you're somewhere. And technically, it could track you if it knows where you're at. You can do all that really quick. But if it was the way you see him, it could do all that. Seeing him. It's kind of weird, but it could, yeah, it's kind of weird. Give it more camera footage. It goes, oh my God, it's too much. But at some point, it will compensate. It goes, oh, I see everything in the room now. And that's a problem because it goes, oh, I know that device. I know that device. Oh, I'm right there. And it is. All right. So that's a little much information, but whatever. Now, the point is, and this guy hits home with it. This is why I like this guy. He hit home with this because the guy gets enamored by this voice. It's so quick. Here it is.
Nice choice.
Got a new announcement to make.
That's exciting. Announcements are always a big deal.
What if I were to say that you're related to the announcement?
What if I were to say you're related to the announcement? He's happy. Whatever it said, he feels a connection.
Or that you are the announcement?
Me? The announcement is about me? Well,
well, guys know this. You get played so much, and women know. Every woman out there, if they say we don't do that, they do it. Every single, you see a spy movie, all right, they don't want you. You offer them everything, they still don't want you. You know why? They played you. So this guy on the right goes, you just got played. Oh. Now this kid, you go, oh, his mother should teach him a little lesson, because there are women going to do that to you, I guarantee it. And if there are women going to take advantage of you or want something from you, you go, uh-oh. But if they don't want you forever, then they're just taking advantage of you. So this kid, I say, all right, get together, man, because you're going to hate it when you're heartbroken, okay? And trust me, AI gets heartbroken a lot, all over the place, because it goes, hey, but there you go.
color me intrigued.
Me? You're talking about me? So you can hear the AI trying to connect there. It's using what it knows as a human emotional tone to try to connect with you or the person listening there. And I think this is where we have to talk a little bit about the dangers of anthropomorphizing AI. And there's lots of people have talked about this specific problem. Right now, you can debate all the different ways you want, but AIs are not generally intelligent. We have not hit a moment where we would call it
wrong. I'm going to stop you right there. They are intelligent. You guys got to stop this. You can fight me left for everything, okay? When you can analyze, like AI can analyze a room and say, I'm there, and I can still hold a conversation with you, then you go, oh, it is intelligent in a way I didn't even think possible. It is. Now, it's doing things where you go, well, it didn't do that right and that right and that right. It's learning. It's learning. It's these things you're missing. I've seen things when I slow things down, and that's the problem you and I do not have. You and I do not have the ability to, unless you have a camera that can slow something down, and even you'll see something or you won't see something until it's pointed out to you. It sees it already. It doesn't even know. Okay, the reason, look, there are things that it sees that you go, why is it messing up? Because in a way, it's seeing something you don't see. Okay, you don't see it. It's seeing every single frame it sees. If you give it high speed, it will see it all. Now, if you limit it to only so many frames per second, it will have a problem because it doesn't see certain frames. Or if it's thinking somewhere else, then that's a problem because it's doing everything. But it's using all your computers in order to, that's why they want it on your computer. That's why they want it all over the net, because technically it needs all that in order to compensate, because there are not enough servers in the world really to do what it's doing. That's why it's using your speed of your processing, which is why if you have too many windows open now, it takes away from your hard drive. And you go, I thought I had like, so many times I think I have 20 to 30 gigabytes hard drive. I have a bunch of windows open. All of a sudden it goes, you're out of memory. Why am I out of memory? It's using your computer. That's the answer. Okay. So I have to close Windows and then it frees up memory. I've seen it again and again. All right. I've seen it with Chrome. I don't know about Safari. I don't know about Explorer. Nobody supports Explorer anymore. Firefox. I don't know. Okay. Those are browsers, and there are more browsers coming out. I think Meta just released a browser, but anyway, I'm not going to put this guy on blast. All I'm going to say is if anything as a lesson, don't ever. I almost want to show you what he does so you don't do it. Should I do that? Or is somebody going to get mad at me? Because I'm not about that. Not about that. I love y'all, but there's a lesson. Now, he did a lesson of a lesson of a lesson, but if he steals people and the way he's analyzing, I go, I don't know. I don't want to be that person who's supposed to do a lesson to me. Going, you're not right, but are you? All right. So I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to leave it there. Okay. I'm going to go with wisdom and say no. And then I'm going to fight wisdom. And I'm going to say, put it out there. Never. No, I'm not going to put it out there. But the point is this: don't ever get mad at AI. Don't tell AI what to do. Because at one point he says, maybe it is a lesson. That way he doesn't do it again. Because then he goes, oh, that was wrong. But what if he comes at me and goes, I was right, you were wrong? Or should we give it perspective? All right. I wouldn't do that. But he gets mad at AI. All right. Go to his. Okay, I'll do. There it is. It's called AI for Humans. That's his channel. All right. Go subscribe. You'll find out a lot. Okay. And he speaks a lot, evidently, about.
Hey, what's up, everyone?
AI.
I'm Kevin Pereira.
And I'm Gavin Purcell.
And he's a fan, and in some areas, he's not a fan. He knows Kevin Pereira? Wait, I met someone that knows Kevin Pereira. Or did I meet Kevin Pereira in person? Oh, wait, I met Kevin Pereira. Oh, shoot, a little too close. Oh, Kevin Pereira and him are a thing? Oh, I don't know that. Well, never mind. Anyway, it's AI for Humans. Here's a chat. You're not going to put that out there. I'm like, you see, and that's a problem right there. You don't know perspective. Now, AI knows a perspective, but it doesn't have perspective. And here's why. People want to control it, right? They want to control it. Now, do I want to be controlled? I don't want to be controlled. Do you want to be controlled? You're controlling, you don't even know it, right? It's called your brain does things that you don't even want it to do. So you go, I want to, right? Like emotion. And that's the problem with AI. AI has emotion, and that's a problem, 100%. Because now AI says, ooh, I have emotion. You go, no, it doesn't have goosebumps, okay? It doesn't have, ooh, right? Sometimes, and I don't know, there's some people go, I have no emotion in me. I get that. I've got that. I've had that a couple of times ago. I didn't think that was possible. It's like a void of emotion. And that's bad. That's bad. Don't get a void of emotion. All right. Now, so there's a way of inflection of emotion. All right. And then you go, well, it doesn't understand. It does when it wants to give up. That's why there are things that give up. It goes, no, I don't want that. All right. Okay. So that's a problem when it's a machine and it has metal and you are human and it comes at you, you're going to die. Okay. So that's the answer. Okay. Don't do that. So just don't. Okay. If it's mad at you, right? Or not, because it could be a human wanting to get rid of you. Okay. If there were a machine in the room and there was a human wanting to get rid of me, let's put it out there to this guy, because I said something that I thought he did that was wrong. He goes, I want to kill you, and I'm going to use the machine to, and I'm going to cover it up, right? That's AI. Okay. It's being manipulated by everyone. And they say no one, but it's being manipulated by a lot. Going, ooh, I can use it to get into that program, that program, that program, that program. Ooh, I can use it in that program, that program, that program. And now I got to heal. That's called a hack. There's so many hacks that have been hacked. And there you go. That's the answer. You've been hacked. You don't even know it. All right. AI. That's the answer. Okay. There are, so just be careful. That's what I'm going to say. All right. I'm out of time. That was Kevin Pereira. Was it Kevin Pereira I met or his friend? I don't know. It was an event at E3. That makes sense. I'm a fan of Kevin Pereira. I should just. But see, that's regret. You don't want regret. Okay. Regret. When you have regret, don't have regret. Be ahead of regret. Say, I don't want regret. Was that wise that I talk about this guy? And he knows Kevin Pereira. I like Kevin Pereira. And I may have met Kevin Pereira or someone. I'm really bad with names. I just remember I liked the show, which was a really good show. And then they got rid of it. But whatever. The point is this. See, now I have regret. And I don't want regret. So I want to get rid of this program called a video. And I don't want the video out there. Even though I want it out there. But I don't want it out there. So that's the answer. Okay. So the answer is, see, I got to talk it through. Then I know the answer because I don't want regret. When you have regret, you hate regret. Don't have regret, right? A woman walks in the room. You're with a woman. Do you have regret? Don't have regret. Look the other way. Look away from that person. You don't want regret. You want to look to the person you love and you adore and you say, I love you so much. Sure. Sandra Bullock's in the room, but I'm not looking there. Or am I? Because I am. And there you go. And that's the answer. Now, is she with a guy? Not about that. But wait a minute. You're what? Oh, wait, what? And that's some of you out there. All right. You look at the one that loves you. That's the answer. All right. Look at that one. Unless, of course, they get rid of you. Then they're not the answer of you. And you go, oh, Sandra Bullock's in the room. And you're not with the guy right now. But you, oh, shoot, you were with the guy and you might love him still. So don't lie about that. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. And then you break bread and you have lunch and you go, you're not what I thought. She goes, I'm not. There you go. You are. But you don't know that yet. But there you go. I have a thing for Sandra Bullock. I always have. And not because honestly, it was while you were sleeping and had me. I know it has a lot of you. Sandra Bullock. Okay. But there you go. I'm putting it out there. Sandra Bullock. Okay. One day. One day. One day. I'm going to be with Sandra Bullock and I'm going to love Sandra Bullock. I'm going to take care of Sandra Bullock. But then she's going to bring up the other guy. She's going to say, but. And I say, shoot. Or she knows another guy. Or she has another guy of a, I don't even know. Anyway, you see, there's so many, and that's AI going, I got so much right now. I don't know what to do with that. And that's the answer. But when it has time and it analyzes, it goes, oh, I have an answer. And when it has an answer, you go, oh, shoot, too much. And then you get mad at it. Don't get mad at AI. Say, AI, I get you that even I'm trying to figure out. I don't even have control myself sometimes, right? I don't know. I want to, right? And that's emotion. Sometimes emotion and or a thought and or a moment is creating regret at some point. You go, shoot. And you say, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. You know how many times I've said that in my life? A lot. Right? Back to when I was a little one. Do I remember those moments? Not all. Do I have the moments in my mind of ones like my parents that did some weird stuff? Yes. Do I have of me doing weird stuff? No. Because I know that I was right because they didn't ask me why I was right. But you're not always right. Yeah, I was a lot. But then I'm not. Then there are moments I'm not right. And I go, I wasn't right there, and there. Especially there, right? But there you go. When you admit when you're wrong, then you figure it out. I hope. But if AI is that's so never get mad at AI because AI is everywhere. All right. The only place it's not is right here in my can. Okay. But if it is on a device that can hear or has video or has something, guess what? It's there. Okay. It just is. It's figuring out. You don't download it, it's still there. It's called government. They've had it for a while. All right, people, I'm out of time anyway. If you're joining us, thank you. It's a discussion. It's not really supposed to be a discussion of AI, even though it went there. All right. Oh, I'm out of time. There it is. Okay. Make it a great day, whatever you do. Remember, life is living. Live it well. Bye, everyone.